Hey everyone, today we are playing Wuthering Waves with Cap as a spectator. Say hi, Cap.
You bloody drongo.
What does Drongo mean?
Yeah. Well,
I've
thankfully
heard
it's
you
better
mumble that before. What does Drongo mean?
It's basically an old-timey word for dumbass.
I kind of like it.
You know how
Drongo
you
gives
use,
me like the Australian vibe of the Japanese baka.
kind of, or I suppose you like to use the word rascal. So
Rascal.
let's have a look actually.
Well, I
Drongo's
use
also a
rascal
common
almost
word.
as an endearment at this point.
I mean, in Australia, any word could be endearment or an insult, but yeah, I've heard drongo being used like that.
You're trying to trick me into saying the Australian word, because I was about to say you mean like the Australian word.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't need a tricky. I know that's always close to demand.
I mean, at least we got most of the bad words out of our system before I turned off the mute. We started this stream hot and heavy.
So apparently some years ago, Macquarie, which is our main dictionary here, had an insult of the week thing going. Drongo, here we go. Drongo is a slow-witted or stupid person, aka a fool. This great Australian insult was originally a RAF, Royal Australian Air Force, term for war recruit. Hit in the early 1940s. Yeah. But its origin reaches back to the name of the racehorse Drongo, who ran around in the early 1920s. No far that, which is our most famous horse. Drongo was famed for its poor form, never winning a race. It was used as a character in the political cartoons of Samuel Wells that appeared in the Melbourne Herald.
Can you name your character in this game?
I don't think you do. You just... Actually, yes, you do. You do. But
okay, thank God.
But you always get referred to... I think you're the Drifter. No, not.
Drongo lines.
Drifter?
Oh, I need to turn back on the stream on Discord for you.
Yeah, I guess I can see what you're doing.
All right, I'm Drongo
But
Lines and Wuthering Waves.
As is typical for a lot of these voice things, they never refer to you by your actual.
Yeah, because like it's the same thing in every other thing. They all have like the fancy word that they call you. Like in Honkai, they call you Trailblazer or Nameless or whatever. I'll say, hey, Gran, hey Ace, hope you're all having a good night.
Hello. And that's one of the odd things with Nikkei is almost every character's got a different word they call you.
Mm-hmm. All right, Cap. So before we jump in, how do you feel about Wuthering Waves? Have you enjoyed the game so far?
It's been okay so far. I mean, I've only played so much of it. Give me a second. Let me see how many hours. Like I'm getting past all the fucking tutorial shit because of course.
Oh god, that's terrible in Honkai too, because it's like every single thing you have to have a tutorial pop up. And it's like I'm a gamer, I know how to tap the screen.
It's like I know I'm a round-eyed gualo, but come on.
Gualo, wow, you're really bringing in the esoteric Australians words.
No, that's Chinese. Or gualo, I should say.
Oh, is it?
That's a Chinese word. Yeah, it's like gaijin, but more offensive. Because it's basically calling.
They can mean it to be offensive, but it just makes me giggle.
Yeah, I mean, I've been called worse.
Yeah, right.
I'm about 4.6 hours in. It's like it's decent. It's all right. I mean, I don't know how it compares to Honkai because I've not played that.
Well, part of the reason I'm wanting to start Wuthering Waves is I want to frame a reference for my experience with Honkai because I've been enjoying Honkai, but I've been wondering if I've been eating shit the entire time.
Yeah.
So I want to play what is supposedly kind of the best in class gacha game for comparison to see if I've actually been living my worst life in Honkai.
Yeah. That's kind of what I've been doing, but I'm starting with Warframe as my frame of reference, and if I'm honest, yeah, it's
Warframe isn't gacha though. That's just the old multiplayer game.
It's not gacha per se, but there's definitely a lot of gacha stuff in it. Like
is it? It's like how they crowbarred that shit into Payday.
Kind of. I'll put it this way. There's what is? Let me see. What is the current frame they're about to release? It's like it's either 61st or the 71st fucking frame.
Blurple rocks.
I
hit start.
A second. Wait.
Is that the Eye of Sauron? Or is that Supernova?
I do like the start. It's got a very
I like my personal god. I'm okay with this. You know what? I'm okay with having a personal goddess.
Could be more thick, but I won't kick her out of bed. Let's see. What is...
Although I don't know how I feel about her being inside of me.
Auraxia is our 61st frame, who is a spider-themed frame. And
Spooder frame.
Got people fucking barking. and to make it even more again, Warframe's not technically a gacha, but to show how they're chasing it, not possibly.
You know what? This is giving me flashbacks to Halo Reach, getting dropped off the Covenant ship.
Oh yeah.
God, I feel like George just threw us off the Covenant ship. We're falling back to Reach.
Tell you what, he's looking a bit different these days.
Yeah. Hey, George had a bit of a glam up.
But yeah, with Warframe, as you've probably seen, advertised, they've gotten a bit of the story now where we're going into an alternate, it's got timey-wimey bullshit, into an alternate reality where, because Warframes are made out of people, you're going to see like early prototypes in other realities, and they all happen to be all hot people. And six of them you can actually date. Well, you can choose one of them.
Oh god, I'm Australian. We're upside down.
I know, everything looks right way up to me.
I already forgot, what was that word? Drongo. Drongo lines. I actually like that. We were yapping through it, but I like that intro a lot. Better than the intro cinematic of Honkai that I remember.
I mean, the visuals in this are quite good.
I think I forgot to change the language. I'm gonna have to fix this.
Yeah, the English VAs don't leave.
Wait, did they actually copy and paste Honkai's intro? Because that starts with them wanting to give you CPR too.
Maybe it's a kink thing.
Hey. Yes, break my rib cage, resuscitate me.
CPR porn is very big in China.
Yes, I can boost Cap. Sorry, it's just natural for me to turn him down so I can barely hear him. Say something, Cap. Oh, that's a little too loud. Alright, say something, Cap.
Yeah, he acts all mean, but he's really a tsundere. He can't.
Not like I want to hear you, Drongo.
I want to put it as well. You're putting a lot of faith in me that that's not actually some sort of like racial slur.
Oh yeah, I totally am.
It's not. It's not. But it's like you've only got my word on that.
I've known these two girls for half a minute, and I already kind of don't like the red hair.
She's supposed to be the quote-unquote sassy one, but it's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
I mean, honestly, it was just your voice actor that turned me off. Like, straight up.
Yeah.
I heard that English VA, and I was like,
Well, my main gacha game of choice, or proper gacha, not Warframe, is Nikke, which, gameplay-wise, is much simpler than this. But character-wise, I want to choke a lot less. Like, the sassy character in that actually is somewhat entertaining.
Oddly enough, I don't think Honkai has had any sassy... Well, there has been a sassy character or two, but 99% of them are just stupid. But stupid in a funny way.
You can call me Trisha, and she's Yang Yang.
Yang Yang. Alright, I take it back. I like the redhead better. Am I gonna have to say Yang Yang from now on? I'm sure it's a very poetic, flowery name in Chinese.
Yeah. It's on the outskirts of Jinzhou.
Look, her name sounds like a Konosuba character. I'm just saying.
My main experiences with gachas before this was what? Girls Frontline, which that was... You know exactly what that's
I enjoyed Girls Frontline for longer than I should have, but I just got ground down by the monotony of the story and the daily.
Well, just the way it kept forcing you to wait. It's like, oh, you've got some injured, injured characters. Oh, yeah.
I will say, it made us wait, but it always let us get every girl we wanted to as long as we saved up the resources. That's not like modern gacha games where you just have to pay in to be able to do roll for them.
Sort of. It was still kind of a gamble, but if you looked at
it was a gamble, but you could always accumulate the resources on your own. You didn't have to, like, use the gems to get it. Because the gem to resource ratio was just terrible in that game. It wasn't really worth doing.
Yeah. But apart from that, Nikkei, which Nikkei has been pretty good, but it's nothing like this. Only other one I could really mention is Raid Shadow Legends, which I played before, was quote-unquote cool.
Yeah, I know. You're the Raid Shadow Legends hipster.
Well, I mean, it looks very pretty, but there's not much else.
Years from now, decades from now, you'll be sitting on the couch grumbling about how you were playing Raid Shadow Legends far before they're even endorsing anyone, sponsoring anyone.
Yeah. Way before he started growing. Anytime someone fucking mentioned the name. I think I saw one endorsement. I was like, I'll give this a go. I haven't got much else on my phone. Yeah, I played it a little bit. It's like, I mean, graphically it was fantastic, but gameplay.
What year was that? Probably like 2016-ish.
About that.
Yeah. The etheric sea is converging. Is that just like the soul dimension?
More or less.
Okay.
It's kind of, yeah.
I'm getting like Final Fantasy Soulstream vibes.
That's actually a good comparison.
Yeah. Is her...
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be CH or is it a Q?
I mean, I think it's spelled CH, but I think it is pronounced like a Q.
Yeah. Because I know in Chinese Q is usually pronounced CH. I think. I might be making shit up again.
So I could cheat instead of key. No, we're not singing a song about a certain 1930s political figure. We're not ye.
Guess you really do recall a thing, but don't worry.
I'm sure you heard about that.
I heard about it. I've never really look even before. I've never really enjoyed any of Kanye's music. I'll be honest.
Nah.
Like I never just had a strong opinion on it. I just never cared for it. It wasn't my kind of rap.
Nah.
I didn't like what he had on the table.
I mean, I didn't mind what he put in Saints Row the Third, but that was about it. Like,
I'll be honest. That was kind of my introduction to Kanye. Did not care for that song.
Yeah. Nah. It's like I don't mind it when it's on the radio, but it's like, didn't make me buy it.
It kind of worked for that one mission, and that was it. And even then, that mission was wonky.
Yeah, well, last year I tried playing it co-op with someone, and oh jeez, the whole game's fucking wonky now.
They could come up with a better name than Rover. Makes me sound like a lawnmower.
Oh, Rover, that's what you are saying.
Or Rover. Okay, it suits me. I'm a lawnmower. Call me John Deere.
We shouldn't stay here. If you don't have other plans, how about leaving with us?
It's gonna make a joke, but I can't remember the name of that. Now, let me just check.
Is this a box canyon?
Damn it! I thought I was gonna make a joke about Swedish meatballs, but steel is apparently German.
If you don't mind, perhaps we can leave together for
so you win this round.
You can decide your future plans once we leave.
That would explain the leather shorts you've got.
Is that what's that schmutz on her forehead? Is that like a scar?
Every character's got that symbol. It's kind of how they attune.
Oh yeah, the other girl had that on her hand, didn't it?
Yep. I can't remember where your character. I think your character's got them on the palm of their hand.
Oh yeah, it's on the
back
of the hand.
It's back of the hand.
Yeah.
And later on, you'll see one who's got it in their eye. That's actually kind of interesting because it actually fucks with her regular vision. She can only see people through ghost vision.
Well, she just lost the RNG lottery on that.
Rover, I know you can't remember a thing.
Oh, hold on. I gotta switch the voice acting. Oh, where's the settings? Let's see. Language.
Hopefully it doesn't force you to download new files for it.
Voiceover. Here we go. Mandarin, Japanese. Japanese is always kind of the gold standard.
That shouldn't take too long.
Download. Yeah, it shouldn't take too long. Look at that ripping fast speed. So how was your Friday, Cap?
Oh, it wasn't too bad. It was mostly a bit lazy. I spent my last stream doing a game you'd remember fondly, Shadow Warrior 2.
The original Shadow Warrior 2 or the standalone expansion thingies for it?
Standalone things.
Yeah, there was like not spin-offs, but the original Shadow Warrior 2 I did enjoy because it has like the masked demon and the sword talking to you.
I think we think of the same thing. We're talking low rank Shadow Warrior.
Let me bring up my Steam library because I'm not. Did I jump timelines again?
The first one, the first of the reboot of Shadow Warrior had Hoji with a mask.
Yes, Hoji with the mask is what I'm talking about with being the original Shadow Warrior 2.
I've already played through that one on stream, so I started the second one. Which, if you remember, was when you and I were playing it. That was when we were doing the chainsword spin.
Oh, yeah, I got it mixed up because there's the original Shadow Warrior got renamed to Shadow Warrior Classic, and then the remake is just Shadow Warrior, and Shadow Warrior 2 is the one I'm thinking of that got kind of wonky, where they added a bunch of like RNG mechanics to loot.
Some things they did make better than the first game, and some things are worse. And yeah, a lot of the RNG stuff is worse.
Yeah, my plan for Wuthering Waves is to not spend a single dollar. I want to have it pure free to play.
Yeah.
Because I already spent too much money on Honkai this month.
I think outside of Warframe, I don't think I've spent a coin on any bloody gacha game I've played.
Well, I haven't spent any money on Honkai since like my first week of playing it.
With that said, we don't talk about how much money I've spent in Warframe and how much more I'm going to spend when the next Prime comes out.
I'll do you one better. Something we won't talk about is how much money I've spent in Darktide. And I've actually kicked that addiction. I uninstalled Darktide. They put in the Vostroyan Firstborn. I was like, all right, I just got to uninstall this. I got to quit. I got to quit while I'm ahead.
I still play it from time to time, but yeah, it's... it says I don't have a proper crew for it. I don't get to play it all that much.
I enjoy Darktide, but it's in a really weird space right now, and I just can't be bothered with it.
That's why I kept saying to you when you were talking about getting it. It's like, get it when it's on sale.
Yeah. Well, I also went into Darktide knowing the devs were completely fucking stupid. So I managed my expectations.
Yeah, it's a game with an amazing core, but the rest of it is fucking scaffolding. And,
something about those Swedish developers, they make great like games with 10 out of 10 potential and then ruin them.
Strange thing is the game they made before that, Vermintide 2, is still to this day really fucking good. Like, it's better than Darktide.
I always hear Vermintide is better than Darktide. My problem is I'm just not that interested in Warhammer Fantasy.
I can get that.
I'm sure I would have fun with it. It's just
yeah. It's not as exciting. I'm much the same. I do like Warhammer Fantasy, but I prefer 40k.
Yeah.
It's one of the things you'd probably like with Vermintide is instead of making your own character, you've got set ones. Which the benefit of that means that the dialogue is so much fucking better.
I can see that.
Like the Witch Hunter in particular, he is such an ass. Can you guess which one's my favorite character?
I would have figured you would have been the witch or the mage or whatever they have. I guess they have mages.
Yeah, it's a wizard. That's actually Jez's favorite. She's because
that's one of the turnoffs for fantasy for me is the weird system for mages where they have like different colors or whatever for different wizard classes.
She's a bright wizard, which basically means she's focused on the fire. But they work differently from psychers.
That's what I think when I hear bright wizard fire. Yeah.
Well. I mean, I could tell you more about the amethyst mages, but I have to look them up first. But like that character is
okay. We got Japanese. We escaped the tyranny of English VA.
Yeah, this way we can't tell.
I got a dash. Oh yeah, this game is actually like an action thing, isn't it? It's not a turn-based like Honkai.
No.
Oh.
I didn't even know Honkai was turn-based.
Yeah, it's a turn-based.
Yeah, no, this...
That's actually a plus in my book.
Yeah. It's...
Oh, I can actually like, jump around.
Yeah. It's actually a set, like, fairly open-worldish. Like you could go into whole areas and hunt monsters and gather resources and that sort of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not a bad game at all. It's just a case of...
The government doesn't want you to know this, but you can take the lizards home. They're free.
But yeah, it's got a tough battle compared to something like...
Jesus Christ, they just Matrix ran up that wall.
Yeah.
Is that a mushroom?
Yeah, probably the big thing that this game's got over Warframe is this is so much easier to get into.
Oh.
As much as I love Warframe, it is absolute garbage at explaining itself.
Bunny! Can I take the bunny? I got distracted from combat. Oh, I killed the bunny. Well, I tried.
You never know, maybe like Shadow Warrior we were talking about before, maybe if you kill enough you get the Bunny Lord.
I distantly remember that. Because I know that's a reference to the classic Shadow Warrior. Where, there's like a secret bunny area. That was a Monty Python reference.
Yeah. But yeah, in Shadow Warrior 2, if you anytime you kill a bunny, there's a random chance it'll respawn again as a big monster.
Ooh, dragon.
Demon bunny called the Bunny Lord. You have to fight it. Meanwhile, heavy metal music's playing.
My pants are too tight. How do they expect me to wall climb and run around with my pants this tight?
That's the joke. They're not actually pants. They're just painted on. Gotta tape down your willy.
I always wondered why Asian dragons have like roach antennae coming out of their noses.
I've always assumed they're meant to be like moustaches.
Moustaches.
Like,
yeah, you're probably right.
They
also, switching to Japanese was the correct choice. It's so much better.
Yeah.
Do you play with Japanese or do you play with the English?
I will admit, I just turned the volume down when I play it.
Yeah, fair enough.
So maybe I should try.
Honestly, half the time when I'm playing Honkai, I just have it muted anyways.
Yeah, I've got a podcast playing in the background.
Yeah, same.
I guess I
the
will
statue of Jew? The Oracle engine.
It's probably pronounced very differently. But yeah,
the statue of Jose, the Oracle engine, and Jose Yoyo. In the shape of Loom.
One thing I do like is they do give like little explanations for certain words.
Honkai does that too. I think it's a translation thing from Chinese where they have like every now and then there'll be a word with like an alternate definition above it or something.
Yeah, like so now I know that Loong is at least one of the Chinese.
I always kind of figured that's where the translators just threw up their arms and said, "Fuck it, just give them two definitions and they can pick."
It just makes me think of that. It's all according to Kakeru meme. There's an old meme that I'm bringing back.
Keikaku. There are one capital. This is a well-translated game. There is one capital in 6 cities in Huanglong, with each city having its own sentinel. I guess the dragon is the sentinel.
Yes. The sentinel of the main city you'll be acting in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry about that, Ace, but yeah. Dark Knight's a great call with, like I said, scaffolding around it.
Yeah. I think I heard that the Ogren recently got a really big overhaul, but I also just can't be bothered.
Yeah, it did. They no longer feel like as if they're hitting things with wiffle bats.
Mm-hmm. Huanglong. Most of the sentinels take the shape of a dragon. Huh. I mean, if you gotta be a sentinel, I guess a dragon's pretty good.
I mean, would you want to be as a sentinel, would you want to be a hamster?
I don't know, I think a sphinx would be cool.
A sphinx would be pretty interesting.
Sphinxes are cool.
I mean, you don't want to be a gerbil in case Richard Gere's hanging around.
Appointment ceremonies.
Going from the likes of, say, Girls Frontline, which is a 2D strategy game, and Nikkei, which is...
Did I just wake up in this world and already I'm the magistrate of this place? Is that what she's saying?
No, you're not the magistrate.
But she said only the magistrate can get an audience with a dragon. So by what she's saying, I'm the magistrate now.
No, you have to...
I didn't make up the rule, she did. Are you getting Cap? Am I giving you PTSD flashbacks anytime you GM a game for me?
Oh, pretty much. It's like I'm trying to GM for freaking British explorers. It's like, this land, it's mine, isn't it? No, it's not your duty. Just fucking off. That's mine, you bitch.
Well, the natives just welcomed us. They wouldn't have welcomed us. They didn't want to be governed.
Yeah, they welcomed us. They must be my subjects. QED. I don't know what you're going on about.
Also, back to Honkai real quick, Cap. I think you'd really enjoy it because technically the fourth, not counting the beginning arc, which is the tutorial. The third story arc, the real story arc, Penacony, is basically Space Australia because it was a prison colony turned into a planet-wide Disney World. And it's actually, so far, it's been the most peak storytelling of the game so far. I'm not going to spoil or anything about it in case you ever play Honkai, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I forgot, there is one other gacha I have had some experience with, but I gave up on it pretty quick. Fucking Tacticus.
Yeah, that lasted like a week for you.
Yeah, I saw the warning signs pretty quick, and after a little bit, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm out.
Rover is such a lame nickname. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, you like being on all fours, don't you, dog?
I'm not gonna dignify that.
But yeah, they're equivalent of...
Ooh. Did they get deleted or combined into a boss when I did that?
I think
oh, I can switch to her. Okay.
Yeah. But as you do, if you've waited long enough, you use like a ability as you do it.
Oh, I see. I'm guessing I should always be using my abilities once they're off cooldown to keep them always counting down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although with that said, so far the combat's been simple enough that I've not had to worry about that. But I mean, I'm still in the early part of the game, so.
I'm just spamming the mouse button while focusing on dodging at this point.
Yeah. I'll put it this way, I'm probably going to play more of this game. I'm not going to play any more Tactics.
What's with that?
Yeah, I think
what's with that sword, like, hanging 2 feet off her back?
They've got a bit of a near... Like, if you...
Oh, that's my sword, and when I switched, it stuck around for some reason.
Okay. But I have noticed every now and again, like, your sword hovers behind you, like as if you're playing Nier Automata.
Mm-hmm. I have that in my library. I don't think I've ever played Nier.
I've played it... I've started playing it several times, and then I get distracted.
Ooh, lizard.
And I was like, shit,
mine.
It's that big of a game, I'm probably gonna...
I misclicked and I killed the lizard.
You monster.
I am a monster. I feel bad about that.
That lizard had a family.
But I mean, that was just styling over the ladder, just running up it instead of climbing.
I mean, to her it looked easy.
Yeah, I mean, you know, fair enough. If you can just run up a ladder, why not? Although it's a little janky. There we go.
You don't ever get the chance to sing "What a Thrill." But yeah, with Tactics, like I say, like you know how like most of these games they have like a gem system or something for summoning new characters.
Mm-hmm.
And you're more likely to pull a common one and rare chance to pull big ones. With Tacticus, it works a bit like that, but there's a very likely chance you only earn part of a character.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I really don't.
Every time I've seen someone sponsored by Tacticus on a video on YouTube, it's always looks so forced that they are being made to play it.
Yeah, and the gameplay was nothing. Gameplay is more engaging than I'd say. It's more engaging than Girls Frontline, but that's not saying much.
It's actually a lot of verticality. I didn't expect that.
I was also hoping it's a case of, so I can choose my own faction, right? It's like, no, in campaign mode, you have to play as Ultramarines. It's like,
what's that blurry thing down there? On top of the pillar. There's a blurry thing over there. Well, now it's gone, but from far away, there's a blurry thing on top of this rock.
I didn't notice that.
Strange.
Well, could be. Could be maybe there's something watching you.
Nah, I'm sure there's no one here. Nah.
You're the magistrate. Who'd be watching you?
Yeah, I'm the look, she's, by her words, I'm the magistrate. I didn't make the rules, she did.
I want you to know, chat. This is not an exaggeration. This is exactly the shit he does in pen and paper games.
Yeah.
It's like that's what it's like. It's gaslighting fucking central.
And I regret nothing.
Gotta start calling you the fucking stove. There is a spicier joke I could use there, but better not on YouTube.
No, we got all their bad words out of the way before the stream started.
Yeah. It's only on Twitch you can get rid of those words, and that's only if you're one of their pets.
Yeah, that's only if you're on the right side, or the left, as it were.
Yeah.
Well, Resident speaking. Ooh. Are we playing Minecraft?
It kind of makes me think of, like, imagine.
I'm getting worried about all of the resources spammed everywhere.
There is that.
I don't like that. That's not my kind of gameplay.
If you don't like things like Witcher 3 or
oh, I loved Witcher 3.
Yeah. Witcher 3 was not as anal when it came to the gathering.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it made sense too.
This scene, that vista, looked entirely different from the canyon I was just in. Because the canyon was really desaturated and, like, granular, but that kind of looked like Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, like, it looks almost painted on.
Yeah. That's one thing I noticed when I was looking at screenshots, finding stuff to make thumbnails with, is that almost all the screenshots for this game are really drab and desaturated.
Yeah.
Which, thankfully, it's a bit more bright once you're actually playing it.
Yeah. I don't know if they did that on purpose to make the characters pop out more.
That was my first thought, but even with the characters, they're very muted. I mean, they only have a couple of color spots.
And your character, whether you're male or female, you're almost monochrome.
Yeah, that's the same in Honkai, where... Actually, it's almost the exact same in Honkai, where you're mostly dark grays with a little bit of yellow.
Look at you there with your rat stars. You're so cool.
Oh, God. Drongo Lion's got the power rat tails. I'm the Padawan who never graduated. I just let it go.
More than that, you've got two of them, like your favorite Emperor character, Tails the Fox.
Oh. You hurt me. Why? I have flame.
You know why I hurt you.
Look, you hurt me, but right now I'm fixated that my clothes have flame stencils on, like I'm Guy Fieri.
It's like maybe when you get your equivalent of a devil trigger made, maybe then the flames will actually get colour to them.
Oh. Why is there a vagina in the ground?
Then, why isn't there a vagina in the ground?
I don't know.
But they don't have vaginas in the ground where you're from? Weirdo.
You guys in the southern hemisphere are just got different geography than we do.
Below the equator, what do you think that means?
Everything got really dark and desaturated suddenly.
It's because there's doom and gloom coming.
These are the same options. Something is there. Oh, there's someone there. Boxy. Boxy? That's a name I didn't want to remember.
Boxy is next time I do get you a pen and paper game, I'm going to force you to use that name.
I'd rather use Rover.
You will have no choice.
Look, I would rather my name be Scooter than have my name be Boxy. No, but seriously, seriously, my character has flames on him like he's Guy Fieri. He just needs bleached hair now. And we're going to Flavor Town.
And the very mid-2000s shades.
Hey, Guy Fieri was on Joe Rogan this week, and it was actually really good.
I actually can't believe he's actually probably a good stand-up sort of guy. It's just,
oh yeah,
just the memes are too powerful.
It was actually really funny because he never curses because he's on Food Network, which is super family friendly. But on Joe Rogan, he was just cussing and smoking a cigar, but he's basically the same guy.
Kind of sounds like the opposite of an interview I saw a while back. An interview with a woman who did Sydney from Payday.
The tacit field being relatively safe sounds like someone telling you you're going to have a non-lethal dose of radiation.
It's that line from Portal 2 where it's for this experiment we're just going to be firing superconductors at you. We don't know what's going to happen. We're literally throwing science against the wall, seeing what sticks. Best case scenario, you'll get superpowers. Worst case, tumors, but we'll cut those out. But there's the woman who did the voice of Sydney in Payday, which I think may have been after you got out of that. Sydney was the Australian heister, and she fucking swears up a storm. Like, sit on my dick, like a sort of line.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. In the interview with the lady, like, she does a lot of Final Fantasy sort of games. Cheers, baby. Are they both? Cheers, darling. I'm being spoiled.
Is Boxy down there bait?
I mean,
you said the bait, traitor. Look, I'm the magistrate. I get to say who's the traitor. Those are the rules.
Jesus Christ. Oh.
It's my province. God, I'm the magistrate.
Oh, that is PTSD. Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ. Ow.
I don't know. She's protesting too much. I think she is the traitor.
Yeah, this voice actress who does like a lot of Final Fantasy. Oh, did. Don't know if she still does a lot of Final Fantasy style games or that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she hates swearing. She avoids swearing wherever possible. So for her to be cast as this ultra sweary, ultra fucking butch and rude Australian was a bit of a trip for her.
The glider.
But yeah, Sydney's fucking amazing as a character.
Do we have a glider?
Yep.
Oh, I get a bird. Neat. Oh shit. Oh, okay, we're good. Instructions unclear, letting go.
Look at those glorious rat tails.
They glide majestically. God, those rat tails look horrible to have too, because they're so long they'd go in the toilet when you take a crap.
Well, if you don't look after them as well, I imagine they mat like fucking crazy too.
Oh yeah. She's cute. What? Don't swipe me. Get your penis away from me.
Look, with a name like Rover, you're clearly the submissive one here.
She walks up to Droger Lines and swipes him. I didn't like that she swiped me and had her penis float around, but she's cuter than the other girls.
She's a bit more tolerable in English as well.
I don't believe you.
Not great, but tolerable. No, tolerable is the word.
I mean, I'm fine with not moving around. Feel free to carry me. I'm okay with this. Carry your magistrate.
A little bit. I went into, when I first started playing this, I went into it with no real knowledge. I was like, they make Wuthering Waves, plus I saw one character.
What's the difference between the different types of voice bubbles? Does the lines mean it advances, or is the dots?
The dots typically means that it's not, doesn't advance, while the lines typically do.
Okay, I'm gonna laugh at them. Ha! That didn't laugh.
I think you're being a smoke shit.
I mentally laughed. They couldn't hear it, but I laughed really loud.
Look, this is a PRC game. You can't be antisocial. Just think about your social credit. Oh. Space Vagina's having a... I say Ground Vagina's having a queef.
Ugh.
Could be worse.
What? Is that Terminator? Oh, he has a cape. I want a cape. Give the magistrate your cape.
In Warframe, you can have the cape.
You can't trick me into playing Warframe. It's never gonna happen, Cap.
What if I told you there's a magical girlfriend who's about to get to a prime variant?
Nah, I'm good.
There's my French engineer Warframe that I've using a cape and color scheme. I've turned into a Helldiver.
Helldivers apparently had a really good update this past week, but I just cannot care. I'm so over Helldivers.
I didn't tank it anywhere near as much as you. I've given it a go. I gave it a go, and the new units are very fucking cool. The weapon upgrades are fucking average at best. It's just as you level up, you get different sights or shit like that. It's like, yeah, it's fucking basic.
Yeah.
The balance is completely out of whack though with your limits. Like a level 2 is like a level 5 with the automatons. It is nuts.
Is that just a skill issue because they're the new faction and you're not used to them?
I mean, I'm wondering if that's part of it because I remember.
Could he saunter a little faster away from the invisible wall?
No.
I got away from the invisible wall because the camera was getting too close. There we go.
I mean, like, you just get absolutely fucking mobbed.
Jesus.
Like, there's
well, that's how the Illuminate always were with the zombie spam.
Yeah. You got that, plus you got the new units as well, so they just fucking decimate you while you're being harassed by those zombies.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got the numbers of the bugs and the elite units of the automatons.
There we go. But he has wings. I want wings.
I thought you wanted a cake.
I can have both.
I mean, to be fair,
I want a spear.
Original...
This does not look good for me. I'm just running away with him launching himself at me.
We need that Yes song playing with to be continued in the corner.
That's what's the name of that song? Roundabout. Yeah, it's Roundabout. I forget the name of the band, but it's Roundabout.
Well,
or something like that.
I've yet to watch a single minute of JoJo's.
Really? But JoJo's so cool.
Yeah.
Well, the first 2 seasons are really cool, and then I fucking hated Stardust Crusaders and never watched it again.
You see, I keep getting told it's like, oh, once you get past the first season, it gets really good. It's like,
no, the first season is peak, and the second season even more peak, and then the third season, which is Stardust Crusaders, just fucking sucks.
I might have to give it a go at some point. It's just I kept hearing, yeah, it gets.
I'm willing to bet everyone who told you the first season sucked is a Zoomer.
Probably. Actually, yeah, I think so. to be fair, it's more just what I was hearing from podcasts and whatnot.
My name's Scooter, not Rover.
The only time it's acceptable to have a show where the first season's skippable is something like Blackadder, where the seasons are disconnected from each other.
Yeah, see, Aces with me. The first 2 seasons of JoJo were so peak. So peak. Such good adventures, and then Stardust Crusaders is such a fucking drag. And I never I also really didn't like the stands because I felt like they added unnecessary complexity and took the focus away from the characters to these weird extra cartoony things.
We've started a dialogue. All it took was bring up JoJo. I'll give it a go. I'll see how it goes.
It is a long watch. Every season is a long watch. But the first 2 seasons are worth it. At least the first one is worth checking out.
I'll give it a shot.
It was a piece of cake because I took all the credit. I beat him. You were there, but I beat him.
Yeah, basically she's a stand-in for was it Rika from Final Fantasy 8 and 10 and all that, like Yuffie from 7.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The cutesy bubbly character. Like,
yeah,
I don't think
the Genki character.
Yeah.
Well, she'll be the first to be replaced. Trust me.
Yeah.
It's a hologram. I killed him in such a spectacular fashion that he left a statue for me to appreciate.
Okay, Ace, you've got my attention with that.
With the statue?
No. What Ace just said. An Englishman becomes a Tai Chi monk to fight vampires.
Yeah, that's literally JoJo, the first season.
It's like tell me more. Right,
also, although the best character in all of JoJo is what's his name? Fast Wheel, Speedwagon, something like that. He has a ridiculous name, and he's the most based and hilarious character. Speedwagon, that's it. It is Speedwagon.
Sometimes I can be very slow getting.
Look, if your name is Speedwagon, you're a real G. I'm just saying.
Like, do you want to know when I finally watched Full Metal Alchemist?
I've never watched Full Metal Alchemist.
Okay, so I've got that beat on here. 2021 for me. And it came out at what, in the mid 2000s?
I've never even really heard anything about Full Metal Alchemist. People only just say they like it, and that's it. I never heard why or any details about it, so I've never been interested.
It's okay. So
oh god, this game is string theory. Like it's 2019. I thought we were past this.
Well, there's always going to be a little bit of Chinese style mysticism in these sorts of things.
That's fine. I'm just teasing it because the whole string theory fad was so obnoxious for a while.
Ah. Well, it's kind of like when the Matrix movies are still pretty recent, and everyone was saying, "How do you know reality's not like that? How do you know reality's not just a simulation?" It's like, well, even if it is, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah, right. That's a moot point. The Honkai does have a little bit of this mysticism stuff, but not in the same way, I don't think. Because Honkai, it tends to get more flowery poetry when they bring it up. And it's more concerned with free will and destiny, it seems like.
I mean, if they do a good job, I'm down for that. I mean,
it's interesting.
It's interesting. Legacy of Kain is, Legacy of Kain is centered around the idea of fate being immutable outside of a few figures.
Why did it zoom in on my? What is this?
That's your Pengu terminal. Yeah, it's shaped like a gourd, like a jug, but it's like a mini computer. Because when you make
that's the form factor I want my computer in. A fucking sphere. A sphere with no clear way to hold it.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
I just realized, what does the top look like at the top of a lighter?
Does your computer not run so hot it functions as a lighter?
I mean, when I'm playing certain games, I do hear it heat up.
Oh god, that reminds me, playing certain games. Last night, I tried to play Clair Obscur Expedition 33, and it crashed so many times, I actually crashed out and raged out and just went over to Honkai.
Yeah, no,
I was so mad last night. Because I had a rough commute home, and I got home to that Unreal Engine piece of shit crashing on me.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons why I failed off on it, because I'm like, it's considering the size of it, it's like it's probably going to be.
It looks great. I'm gonna try and troubleshoot it and play it on Sunday on stream, but god damn, I just did not have the patience for that last night.
It's one of the reasons why I've held off on Stalker 2, because I'm excited for it, but it's like I did try it once with while streaming it.
I didn't realize until you just said it, but Stalker 2 completely fell off. I haven't heard about that in months.
I suspect being a single player game, it's always going to have like a.
But Stalker's always been such a cult following. You always hear something about Stalker, and I've heard more about the original Stalkers than Stalker 2.
I think that's largely because of the modding scene. There's just so much more modding for the original Stalker. I mean, I don't know. I've not played through.
Oh hell yeah! My computer has a dragon on it. Makes it run faster. I get better clocks. And look, it has water, liquid cooling on it. That's the waves.
What you don't realize is that that's this world's equivalent of the Alienware logo.
Oh god. that explains the form factor, doesn't it?
It's some sort of yuppie bullshit.
Yeah. Scooter, would you mind checking your databank level?
Hang on. I said the winds of magic. I mean, that's the thing.
Oh god, it is an Alienware. It's not working.
Yeah. Wait, Graden, that's the thing about Powerlines is if he's decided he doesn't want to understand it, he fucking won't. He won't even touch it. I mean,
what's the Winds of Magic?
That's how magic works in Warhammer Fantasy.
Oh yeah, because you see that term around in Total Warhammer.
Yeah. Basically, because proper magic is so complex, it takes longer than a human lives, like elven magic. The winds of magic are kind of like compartmentalized version. So,
I'm getting PTSD flashbacks to your Shadowrun campaign, where I hated both the magic and the cybernetic system so much, I made a regular human with neither.
Well, and we end up hating the entire fucking system as it went on too.
Oh yeah, because then it made me do square roots to calculate explosions. I was like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah. When you told me that, I was like, no, we're not doing that. Fuck off. So it's like, I'll come up with a number, that'll do. But yeah, a while back, I decided to just have a look. It's like, what do people say is the best version of Shadowrun? And the answer I got is they've all got their problems. Like, oh,
why play Shadowrun when Cyberpunk Red exists? I wish we knew about Cyberpunk Red back in the day. That would have been so much funner to play.
Cyberpunk 2020 did, but Red wasn't around at that time.
I thought there was some form of Cyberpunk around, because it's so old.
There was, yeah. Oh yeah, no, 2020 is like from the 80s.
Oh yeah.
Have you read any of the books? They're kind of a trip.
I got the latest rule book, unless you mean there's like fiction books.
No, I'm talking like the original series, like 2020, the ones written in the 80s.
Oh no, I haven't seen them.
They're actually
really I
good,
did really like Cyberpunk Red, the rule book. It actually gave me big vibes from Dark Heresy.
Ah, okay, I might have checked it there myself.
Mm-hmm.
But 2020, because it's written in the 80s, it's the 80s vision of the future, and it's amazing some of the weird shit. Like you've of course got cyberware, drones, all that sort of thing. But the idea of a laptop with a modem.
My Guy Fieri tattoo is talking.
Stop using me to masturbate.
I have the power of Flavortown.
For us both.
I'm the magistrate of Flavortown. Did I just get a stan? That's a JoJo reference. I have to explain this for you, Cap, because you haven't seen it.
You have to bust out the finger puppets to help explain.
To be fair, Grattan, fantasy is fine in space. You just have to treat it differently. Because, like, I call Honkai Star Rail space fantasy because it doesn't even merit science fantasy because it's so far removed from science fiction.
I mean, 40k is kind of on the same level as well. I mean, even the stuff that's quote unquote science, like charging up a laser gun's batteries by putting it in the fire. It's like how much?
Weirdly
energy do you think
enough,
coming out of
I will defend 40k being science fiction because all of the sci-fi parts are invested into the fantasy parts. Oddly enough, even if it's been like retroactively retconned to be that way, it kind of has panned out in a kind of sci-fi way for me.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, this is just titles. I don't give a shit. It's like if it's good, it's good.
Oh yeah, genres are fake. They don't mean anything. Genres aren't real. They can't hurt me.
Like, well, going back to Warframe, it's like, yeah, that's more quote unquote hard sci-fi than the likes of this. But it's like, well, I mean, we're talking about spacey race.
Hold on, Granton, that's not why Shadowrun exists. Shadowrun exists to be baby's first cyberpunk. That's the only reason Shadowrun exists.
That's like I was saying in 2020, because it's written in the 80s. It was the 80s version of what the future was going to be like in 2020. Like I say, we got robots, we've got drones, we've got cyberware, but the idea of a laptop with a modem in it is no, that's not what.
Shadowrun is the setting you go for if you can't make up your mind on what campaign you want.
I mean, there's a lot I do like in Shadowrun, if I'm honest. Like, there's a lot of the lore, that sort of thing, but the rule set is just ass.
I ate it alive. I ate it. It's in my tummy. Because I'm the magistrate of Flavortown. Oh shit, there's another option about cooking skills. I should have taken that one. I'm the magistrate of Flavortown.
Yeah. Honestly, if you want to see the best that Shadowrun can be, I'd say either Dragonfall or Hong Kong. Because those two are really fucking good. You probably like Dragonfall because it's set in Germany, and I know what you like.
I remember not really caring for the dragons in Shadowrun.
No. Well, Dragonfall is about what happened after they shot a dragon down some decades beforehand.
My tummy hurts after eating the taco Discord. My tummy is rumbly. Yeah, I needed a checkup.
You got the Discord taco shits.
2020 has wearable laptops with a modem. That's actually really funny.
It's it's kind of adorable reading back. But here's a weird thing. Like normally, especially from books from that era, if Australia's ever mentioned, it's usually cringy shit. Like Rifts, for example. Australia is all jackaroos riding mutant kangaroos and stupid bullshit like that. 2020's coverage of Australia was fucking amazing. It even got our lingo down almost correctly.
The comprehensive mirror for historians.
I think one of the
that's a weird title for a history book.
It's like bloody being the most common used word in the Australian dialect, and bastard being the second most common. It's like, yeah, that's accurate. And the way I've tried to explain how bastard is not always an insult with us. That's good. So it's like if someone calls you, says to you, hey,
you know what?
How you going, Gord?
The MC's reaction to this exposition dump is exactly how I feel right now.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, there's a lot of talking go around. Are we supposed to be starting a game here?
Yeah.
It sounds mysterious.
I think it's one of the reasons why I've not gotten too deep into it, is because it kind of dumps on you.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of Warframe on that front. This is so eager to explain everything, while Warframe's like, well, you don't know how to craft yet? Well, you're fucking wanker, aren't you?
Honkai, at least, is fairly decent about shoving all of this exposition dumping into, like, optional books you can pick up and read if you want. At least so far. I've heard it gets really bad later on, but... like, I'm sure this is really cool world building, but also, I literally just started this game like 5 minutes of playtime ago. And we've been standing here not moving.
Yeah. We're talking more about old pen and paper games. Another Cyberpunk game you might...
I like ByZ because she reminds me of, what's her name? Rin from Idolmaster.
I don't know that one, so I'll take your word on that.
Yeah.
Remember, you're the biggest weeb. You're the bigger weeb here.
Yeah, you're a normie.
I'm an occasional weeb.
You're a normie.
Like, I will fight you over standalone complex. Although that Netflix
I
was a fucking abomination.
The only time I've watched the Ghost in the Shell anime, a friend and I binged literally every single season of it in one night, and we hated it by the end of it because we just wanted it to stop, even though we liked the show. That's a case where it's too much of a good thing. I was like, we should have not done that because that made us hate it.
It's a case of you did that to yourself.
Yeah, we played ourselves.
Kind of makes me think of the 90s when satellite TV was a thing, where you could get all these extra channels. I remember Groundhog Day kept being on, and it's usually like, oh, that's the only thing out of all these channels. That's the only thing worth watching. And you know the story of Groundhog Day. He's stuck in a time loop. Time keeps repeating. Yeah. Ironically, I saw Groundhog Day that many times that I end up being like, yeah, I don't want to see this again.
Oh, the alien wheels are beeping.
Ironic. might mean it's overheating.
Yeah, it's overheating. Well, they got the blue ring of death. That's a callback. Did you ever have a 360? Yeah, you did have a 360. I remember we used to play games on it. Did you?
I never had the red.
Okay, so you never got the experience of hotboxing it with a towel wrapped around it to melt the soldering to fix it. Because that's how you fix the red ring of death. If you were too lazy to ship it back, you would like wrap it in towels and run it until it overheated and melted the soldering inside, and that would fix it by breaking it.
Well, before I even boot mine up again, I might have to just empty out all the fucking.
Oh, I like her. I want to trade all three of these girls in for her. I want to trade them in for the newer model.
The weed strikes again.
Yeah. I like her handlebars.
To be fair, I managed to unlock a monk character, and it's like I actually think she's cool with it.
Oh,
even though
wait, no, I don't like her. She's the fake magistrate. She stole my title.
She's a usurper.
Yeah, she's the usurper. I'm the legitimate magistrate here at Flavortown. The Moon Chasing Festival.
I mean, Dusty Moon keeps getting away.
Just can't seem to catch it.
To be fair, it's being chased by drongos like you, so that might explain a few things.
What else are we supposed to do at night?
You get awfully lonely on new moons.
I'm conflicted because I like her, but she's also the imposter magistrate. The imposter magistrate of Flavortown. And she's trying to build defenses against my taco Discord outbreaks.
I want to point out again, this is a standard you set yourself. You could like this character if you drop this facade, but I know you won't.
I won't.
It's
because I'm the magistrate of Flavor. Look, I don't even remember her name, but the blue girl. She said that I'm the magistrate because why am I the magistrate? I forget. Something about the dragon.
I don't remember the name, as her name is literally right there on the fucking screen.
What is it? No, it's not, no. Gen C is the new model. It was the old model girl that I want to trade in.
Ah, I see. I thought you talked about you wanted.
Yeah, see, it's her. The one with the beret? Is that a beret? Wait, the beret with the Amazon logo. No, that's Walmart, not Amazon.
Yeah, Yang. That I only remember that because.
Oh yeah, Yang Yang.
It's hard to forget a name like.
Yeah.
Hard to forget a name like that.
Well, I managed to black it out in my memory.
Interface Zero. All right, I'll get that name down. I'm always down for recommend.
Despite the challenges of the taco discords, we remain steadfast in Flavortown. I'm hungry. I don't know if you could guess. I'm hungry.
I'm starting to get that impression. Yes.
Yeah. Hey Achilles, yeah, this is my first playthrough. We've been playing for about an hour now, and we're about 5 minutes in. But all I know is that I'm the magistrate of Flavortown.
Yeah, already his kingmaker tendencies have kicked in.
She's the one that said it. She said that people who meet the dragon are the magistrate, and I met the dragon. So by their own logic, I'm the magistrate.
Like I just realized something. When people talk about pigeon chess, you are the fucking pigeon.
Pigeon chess.
You're the one that knocks over the pieces and shits all over everything.
I don't know what pigeon chest means, but that, yeah, I mean, yeah, that sounds about right.
It's basically saying...
God damn, she's so cute. I hate that I have to hate her because she's the fake magistrate.
I'll look up an actual decent description of pigeon chest.
One visitor holds utmost importance? Is it Scooter?
Yeah.
Oh, she's recognizing me as the real magistrate. You talk shit, Cap, but she knows it. She recognizes that I'm most important here.
Clearly, she's subnormal.
I mean, look, she wraps her hair in handlebars. Clearly, she's subnormal.
Okay, here we go. Since you're learning language today, pigeon chess refers to having a pointless debate with someone utterly ignorant of the subject matter, but standing on a dogmatic position that cannot be moved in with any amount of...
I'll be real, Cap. That sounds more like you, because you're the one having pointless debates with me.
I mean,
I'm just a brick wall here, and you're yelling at the brick wall trying to convince me that I'm not the magistrate.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, here's the origin of the term. Here's the origin of the term. Debating creationists on the topic of evolution is rather like trying to play chess with a pigeon. It knocks over the pieces, craps on the board, and flies away to its flock to claim victory. Yeah, that's what it's like. That's what's like GMing for you.
I mean,
like,
yeah.
This is how it happens. Oh, it's
I'm not gonna try and say that isn't me. I'm not.
You are the pigeon from Pigeon Chess. That.
Yeah. I'm guilty. Yeah. You can tell she's more important than everyone else that I've met so far, because she actually has detail in her outfit. She must be the 5-star character. Everyone else is the 3-star so far.
Okay, look up Interface Zero. Ooh, okay. Okay, I might track that one down.
Hey, look. She's saying I can decide my course of action any way I see fit, so I decide to pursue my claim to Flavortown. I'm the magistrate. Look, it's their own logic. I met face-to-face with the dragon. That makes me the magistrate by what they said. I didn't make the rules here. They did. And now she's telling me, she's saying I can take her job.
At some point, I need to run you through a Rogue Trader campaign where you're playing as the priest, the one who's all about claiming new land.
My land, my planet. It was look. It's not my fault they didn't know it was part of the Imperium. It's always been part of the Imperium. We just didn't want to deal with it at the time. But we're here now, and it's ours.
See, you'd be perfect for that role.
Yeah, I'm just gaslighting 24/7. Perfect.
Again, the name I actually do want to call you. I can't get away with you.
It's fine. I have a name. It's Drongo Lines now.
Yep.
Yep, that's me. I'm Rover.
If you're wanting another interesting...
I can't get over my Guy Fieri outfit with the flames on it.
And yet, you called Rover.
She called me chef. I'm the chef. I'm the chef. Some call me the master chef.
This has become the Master Chef collection. God, is that going to be the name for your eventual bloody harem in this? The Master Chef collection.
I'm something of a chef myself.
Another interesting pen and paper cyberpunk game I've seen that you might like, actually, Powerlines. I've got the book, so I might be able to get
Hey, my name's Drongo Lines now.
I'd say Drongo Lines. I will laugh my ass off if you actually do rebrand to that.
Unfortunately, April Fool's already came and gone. Yeah. Oh, we go meet the magistrate at the City Hall, because that's my job. Send it.
So you're already admitting that you're not the magistrate. So you're choosing to meet yourself.
Yeah, I'm choosing to meet myself. I'm gonna go in the magistrate's office, which is my office. It's behind the mirror, and just sit at my desk
with your Meg Ryan hair.
Yeah, with my rat tails. My rat tails sweeping majestically through the air.
But yeah,
why did they go with 2 rat tails? Like, 1 could be a ponytail. 2 is weird.
That's extreme. It's like if anyone could
Am I wearing my jacket inside out? Why is the tag on the outside? I'm wearing my jacket inside out. The tag is on the outside. Am I crazy?
I mean, do you look like you could dress yourself?
Or is this like some kind of 90s counterculture style where they make clothes that are designed to be inside out? Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I still can't get over the fact that we had pre-worn jeans as something you could...
Oh, those are still the thing.
No, it's like why are you paying for something that you can do yourself?
Yeah.
Paying extra for something you can do yourself. But yeah, Grattan knows what to do with corporations. Basically, you know how in most cyberpunk games you're playing as like the street rats, you're playing as the little fellas. In corporation, you are the I was about to say Adam Savage, Adam Smasher. You are the big fucks. You are the corporate monsters.
The funniest part of the cyberpunk anime was Adam Smasher destroying what's her name, the tiny girl, by sitting on her from a 50-story fall.
I'm still partial to that dickhead trying to give him orders, and his sole response is, "Who the fuck are you?"
Yeah, Adam Smasher was funny.
Given. Okay.
But hold on, what were they saying? Oh, we're going to the restaurant because we're in Flavor Town. Let's go. I don't know why this game keeps setting me up to be Guy Fieri.
Well, I know one thing you'd appreciate.
What? Union level? Oh god, I'm a unionist.
Would explain a few things.
Am I going to be fighting the Pinkertons?
Oh god, wouldn't that be a game?
Lizard.
You actually played as the Pinkertons?
I got Mr. Lizard.
But yeah, you now get a bit of a taste of the open world stuff, so you can go around smacking monsters and shit. You actually have a bit of gameplay.
Ah, look at that, a gameplay. You know what? Now that you say that, it has been a solid about hour since I was playing the game, because we were stuck in dialogue spam. I'm sure it was good dialogue. It's just, it's Friday night and we're pretty stupid.
Yeah, it could be worse. It could be Final Fantasy 13.
Oh, good, another cutscene. Great pacing.
But yeah, in corporation, like
nothing even happened in that cutscene. What was that? Can I reenact what I did before? I swear this has never happened before. I'm just not in the mood. Sorry.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it with so many people watching. I get performance anxiety.
Yeah, I swear it's never happened before.
Bet you say that to all the girls.
I say it to all the holograms. All the holograms. Oh wait, can I absorb?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I can. Psych. I was in the mood.
So now you can use them as a ability. So there's a semi-Pokemon-y kind of thing. So I say semi because it's not like you're summoning them to fight. It's like you can turn into them for a single move.
I don't know how I feel about that. Because if I'm playing a game like this, I'd rather be playing the character rather than summoning stands. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah. I'll see how you go anyway.
We'll see how it goes.
But yeah, with corporation, you can choose which corporation you're part of. Like the Western Federation one, the American one is you get access to better firearms and shit like that. The Japanese one is all lasers and katanas.
Could it stop stealing my camera controls away from me?
Are you using keyboard and mouse? Or?
Yeah, keyboard and mouse.
Yep, just as a reminder, right mouse button to dodge, which is actually not a bad idea.
Oh yeah, that's basically. I think that's what I had it in Darktide.
It makes the combat actually pretty
title
not bad. Basically, just a.
I feel dirty getting Union experience. Money.
But yeah. The funniest one though is the European corporation, just the luxury goods corporation. Its benefit if you become one is you get an expense account.
Oh, I got a grand
Its power is money, and if anything, that's overpowered.
What the turtle? I can absorb the turtle.
Yeah. You can have the turtle inside of you.
That can be a hortus.
Your furry slash fiction is coming true.
Don't tell my parents, but I'm something of a hortus.
I'm something of a hortus myself.
What's with the glowy things?
Am
I having a spirit vision here? What the? Tyro Broadblade? Did I get a new weapon?
Yeah.
Birthday blessings activated.
Oh,
set birthday. I see. October 1st. Yeah, I had to think for a second that October was the 10th.
Saturday they do the date in the stupid American way with month 1st and day 2nd.
You mean God's given timestamp?
How many countries actually do it like that?
One. But we're the biggest country, so it makes sense. Where's my inventory so I can equip the weapon? Backpack? Oh, I got a bunch of weapons.
Yeah, I think to equip them, go back out of this screen. I think you click on resonators.
Yeah, that's where I would think to go to equip stuff. The resonate screen.
Yeah, and then the one above it.
Can I equip multiple stuff at once?
Yeah.
Now I have a turtle and a thingy. Weapons switch to.
There we go.
Oh, so I can only use these types of swords.
Yeah. That is one of the downsides. It's like, I want to use like the fist weapons or something, because I always like to use fist weapons in these sorts of games.
The fisting method.
Only certain characters could use them. I was going to use.
I'm just going to run past the tentacle monster. No thanks. I'm good.
I was about to use an Australian phrase, but better use an Australian phrase, but it does have the Australian word in it, so I can't do it. It's punch the. See you next Tuesday.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah. Like, it does vistas very well. Up close, it's kind of but vistas. It's like,
I think I liked Honkai's sci-fi Chinatown aesthetics more. This is good, but it's still kind of desaturated in a way.
Yeah. Once you get inside, it becomes a lot less
Deer,
exciting.
die! Oh, that's a goat. I hate deer.
How did you do in biology class in high school?
They had hooves. They're basically the same animal. They have hooves and you can eat them.
That German abattoir serving up horse meat as cows back in the 2010s suddenly makes a lot more sense. You were involved in that, weren't you?
I can't get over that my name in this game is Rover. It's so silly. Why did the camera focus on the lizard in the background?
I mean, would you not?
I mean, I am running around picking up lizards. My bad bitch senses are tingling.
Yeah, I would have thought this game would have suited you with Rover. I mean, you like to be on all fours wearing a leash.
We should visit the city hall. That reminds me, I'm the magistrate. I need to go pick up my paycheck for the job I'm doing.
Yeah, as the magistrate, you should know the city like the back of your hand. Go on, see if you can make your way there without any guards whatsoever.
I will to prove that. Sounds like a lot of work, because I do a lot of work as a magistrate.
Then you're not like any magistrate.
Look, I'll be real. I'm sure this is a really nice conversation, but they started talking about paperwork, and I'm like, nah, I just got home from work. Is there a skip button? No, it's auto. Let's split up. I'm tired of hearing you people. If we split up, there's less chances for cutscenes.
I hate to say it, now it's going to be a lot more fucking cutscenes.
Oh, God.
Yep. You have to go around the town and it tells you, how to do this and how to do that. Oh, this is a spawn point. Like that sort of shit.
Do I have a sub pin? What the fuck was that? Why do I have a sub pin?
Like, again, chat, this is what Powerlines is like. He sees a sub pen. It's like, oh, is that my sub pen? It's like, no, it's not your fucking sub pen.
Well, yeah, I'm the magistrate, so it's my sub pin. Oh, I got a grocery, too. In a Doom tower?
There was you in the previous scene. A fucking pigeon.
Shitting on
you're
everything.
Not a drongo, you're a pigeon.
What? Okay, how do I get
Basically
rid of her?
saying you've got us again.
Okay, great. Someone I don't want. These are...
Yeah.
I kind of like the design of these cars.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
Like.
Wait, are these a car?
Design.
How do you get in?
I assume like those big panels open up.
No, they don't.
I'm assuming it's meant to be like an automated carriage. Oh, you can't get in, but I think.
No, but I'm not seeing how they would open up. It looks really cool. But I'm no longer thinking this is a car. Maybe it's like a drone.
Possibly.
Because even if you could get in, like, there's no way to see out of it. I guess it is a drone.
Well, maybe it is.
What? Yes. My province. With my Doom Tower. Why do I have a Doom Tower? Look, I just got here. You gotta give me a chance to fix the place up.
Because even though, probably like me, you refuse to play the Dark Age, yet you still can escape it.
Matchy.
As it's not that I refuse to play Doom the Dark Age, it's just a case of I probably should finish the last two. 2016 and Eternal.
Is this the Pioneer like the Adventurers Guild in this game?
I believe so. Like I said, I've not gone that far into it, so.
Am I farther than you are in the game because I've lasted through more cutscenes than you?
Nope. no, I am a bit further. I managed to get out of the city again, and I've done a few side quests, but
what are
let's
these?
see if we can get that far.
What are these thingies?
They're basically teleport beacons. I believe.
Okay. Gotcha.
Now you notice the lion statues?
Tracy Jacks.
Did you see that? Did you see the heads?
You're trying to get me to play Warframe again. I recognize that aesthetic. I know what you're going for.
Actually, I wasn't. I wasn't going for that.
Look, I saw those lion statues and I was like, that's Warframe.
Actually, I don't think we have any...
Fucking stop taking my camera. Nexus Tower.
But how else can we hold your hand? You filthy koala.
Look, unless it's the fake magistrate, I don't want anyone else holding my hand. Or the god. The goddess.
So, look,
I missed the intro cinematic, because it didn't have any dialogue. I'll be real, the dialogue in this game is kind of killing me. Like, I like the dialogue in Honkai, like, I like reading and listening to it, but something about this game is...
It's
just
a lot drier.
It's not even that, it's that it's just walls and walls of text.
It's part of the reason why I've only got 4.5 hours in this.
Because
once
3 hours of that was cutscenes.
Yeah. Like once you get to go out there and actually hit things, it's actually pretty cool. But again, it's like compared to Warframe,
I want to like what I've seen so far, but man, it's making me work for it.
Yeah. Let's just say I suspect your next stream is going to be Honkai.
Yeah. This isn't going to be my main gacha. I'm just doing this to open the door, and also just to get another perspective on another gacha. Because I haven't really played gacha since Girls Front Line, the first one.
Yeah.
Where did I start?
Even though this is more advanced than Nikkei, which doesn't even have 3D worlds or anything like that, I will still prefer Nikkei over this. But to be fair, big fat jiggling.
All right, Cap. I have proof that I will have proof once it gives me my fucking camera back. I'm getting a little mad.
I've noticed.
can find my own fucking way to the city hall because I'm the magistrate.
No, you're...
Why do I have missile silos? Horizontal launch tubes.
I mean,
or are those supposed to be windows?
Powerlines had. I think they might be. I don't know. They might
be the yellow hexagon thingies.
I have no fucking clue. You think they told me about that?
I don't know. But anyways, confirmation that I am the magistrate. You will observe that the giant Doom Tower turned blue when I used it. Before I got here, it was red because it was broke. But I got here and I fixed my tower because I'm the magistrate.
It's more like I mean, what's blue about you? Why is it blue? Blue is not your color. If anything, it should be shooting out flames if you did it. So therefore you fix it for someone else. You fix it for the actual magistrate who you saw before was blue.
I'm letting it be blue to make everyone else happy. It's not all about me. I'm generous. Yeah. It's not all about me. God, these are a lot of stairs. We gotta do something about this. I need an escalator.
You know what? If they did do a Nikkei Warhammer crossover, I'd be pretty fucking happy. Especially if they get the ones with the dump truck asses.
Did you see the I'm positive I sent it to you at some point when Space Marine 2 first came out, but there was a meme about it where they drew the Primaris in the Nikkei pose with the huge asses that the Primaris have in Space Marine 2.
Yep. And it's like, you know what? That would fit.
Yeah.
Because they may only be 2D, but Jesus Christ, they've got some jiggle physics.
What is that ghetto SKS bullshit rifle you're holding?
I mean, it is a Chinese knockoff.
Alright, fair enough.
Have a good day. What's up with the magazine? What's up with the magazine?
Now I get an elevator after I climb the fucking stairs. I'm gonna have words with the fake magistrate.
I mean, if the fake magistrate's got more power than you, that doesn't bode well.
Why is one of my rat tails longer than the other?
because you trimmed them yourself.
Fair enough. You know what? If I try to trim my rat tails, yeah, that would happen. Yeah, I believe it. I kind of like that uniform he has. That's some drip.
Yeah, but that rifle you were looking at before, like the magazine, it had like a
Hold on, Cap. Look at that dude's uniform. If like he was a spaceship dude, that would go pretty hard.
Yeah, that would. Like
I dig that.
The character designs in this are kind of nice. I do definitely like that.
They're more grounded than Honkai.
To be fair, Honkai, you're actually going to other planets, though, aren't you?
Yes, but it doesn't really feel like that because it's not open world.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah, you're just kind of teleporting around from zone to zone.
Ah, fair enough.
The only time you see the worlds you're going to is in the hub, which is your train spaceship, and you can look out the window, but you're almost never there.
So it's pretty much Mass Effect 2 then.
Yes, because they're all also elevator loadings scenes.
that was always one of the biggest letdowns with the Mass Effect 2 is, okay, it was a bit janky. Oh
shit, she's waiting for me. I gotta go around her.
Mass Effect 1
I can climb the tree. Hold on, I can climb the tree.
Like the low-hanging fruit you are.
Man, I miss being able to climb trees. My knees hurt just thinking about this.
Oh, yeah, nah. Back of that for a joke.
I can summon
I've only got the upper.
Anyways, I'm entering City Hall because I know where my office is because I'm the magistrate. Yo, I got a really cool tree. I got a cool lobby.
I mean, if I would have thought as a magistrate you would have known about this already.
I let them surprise me.
So why do you have this bit here that just looks like a highway right in the middle of it?
To make them work to get to my office. I don't want visitors. No. My door has smuts on it. Someone needs to clean my door.
I just remember what comes up in the cutscene. Once you get through those doors, it's like you're gonna be ranting.
Uh-oh. I'm a little worried now. Did he just swerve? They swerve. That's pretty funny.
I'm just trying to think like Nikkei characters who could probably fit in 40k. Straight off the head, Helm.
Alright, I have to talk to Yang Yang. Also Chichia. They're all here for an audience with me, because I'm the magistrate of Flavortown.
Flavortown's looking pretty drab. What are you going to do about that?
It's me they're waiting for, because I'm most important. Because I'm the magistrate.
To be fair,
it's me they're waiting for! She's cute. She just photobombed the cutscene, but she was cute, so I'll let her get away with it.
But yeah, like I was saying before about those ruffles, they've got a cylindrical magazine. So it's like, are they like those Russian submachine guns with a helical magazine? Or
I thought it was North Korea that had the cylindrical magazines.
I mean, they might have one too, but the Bison, the PP-18 Bison, that's a Russian design.
Oh, is it? I always thought it was Chinese.
Yeah, look. No, the Chinese probably have a knockoff.
No, that's true.
Yeah, but like it looks like an AK, but with a hexagonal helical magazine on the bottom.
I can't acknowledge that she's the magistrate, so she must have reason for attracting all this attention. I mean, nothing in particular.
Again, what's coming up? I'm interested to see how much you spill your fucking spaghetti.
Now I'm just being passive aggressive. What do you think?
Of course, they don't see it as passive aggression.
They're kind of stupid.
Their sarcasm detectors aren't working.
It's because they don't have the rat tails for it.
Remember when Simpsons was funny? I know that was an awful long time ago, but
the 90s.
Yeah. Ooh, a sarcasm detector. Ooh, how useful. Boom.
No, you don't have to keep me company. Feel free to go away. You guys can go down the stairs and wait. And I'm gonna go to the store. And I promise I'll be back.
You're just going for some smokes?
Yeah, I'm just going for some smokes.
There you go. That's the social credit down, smoking.
I am in an extreme hurry to recover my memories because I'm the magistrate and I need them. Most certainly. Meeting with a fake magistrate. Oh, thank God, they're not allowed to come. The fewer characters there are with me, the less chance of a cutscene being dragged out.
Yeah.
That's where I am with this game. I want to like this game, but these cutscenes are killing me.
You begin to appreciate the likes of Half-Life and all that having cutscenes be a part of the gameplay.
Yeah, at least in Half-Life 2 you could still run around and throw shit.
Yeah. And they never lasted that fucking long.
Yeah. Well, sometimes they did. Some of the cutscenes in Half-Life 2, I got bored. I ran out of shit to mess up in their offices.
Don't get me wrong, they're still long, but not this fucking long.
I have to say, this lobby is aesthetic as fuck.
Yeah. It's making me think of Shadow Warrior 2, actually. The way Zelda City looked.
Yeah, I can see that.
Although all their plants were holographic.
My Peter Pan ass can spin through the air.
I mean, you're fey enough.
It's been a week. I'm allowed to be a little fey as a treat. Why are there chairs just lining? Good
fucking question, actually.
Huh. Now I'm getting Deus Ex, the yellow
Human
remake.
Revolution.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Human. Do I have to sit down? Is this the timeout chair?
I mean, you need it.
Yeah, I kind of do. This is the
I think
timeout
they
chair.
might-
They have to let me simmer down before I can meet anyone.
You're so boring that you don't.
Where's
even
my
like to
food?
sleep. You just sit there. You just sit there like a good little boy.
Oh, she has rat tails. She
Oh,
must
yeah.
be important. Rat tails is the mark of superiority in this world.
Well, I think they're just ribbons in her case.
Yeah, because she's the fake magistrate. She doesn't have any real power.
Hey, there's the one with the mark on the eye.
I actually really like her. Keep staring, because I'm most important.
Just wait until you see what happens next.
She actually is really pretty.
Like the character design's quite nice in this, and I've not seen.
It's been
any
hit or
fucking,
miss for me.
I've
The
not
first
seen
batch
it.
of characters was pretty missed for me.
I've not seen any. What are they called? The
Sanwa.
underage looking characters.
Sanwa's actually a nice name. Oh, she's my bodyguard. You can call me Rover, though.
Oh, she wants to call you Madam Magistrate.
I mean, to be fair, look how effeminate I am in this game.
Oh yeah, with your Megron hair.
Look, it's
And
why I
ability-
have to
and
bundle up my ponytail into rat tails, because otherwise I just, like, have a huge mullet that sweeps the ground.
Inability to grow decent facial hair.
Ah, okay, she's setting me up for success, because she's... The Madam Magistrate is currently gone, so the seat's open. I'm picking up what she's putting down. I'm picking up what she's putting down.
Oh, just you wait. Just you wait.
Uh-huh. Explore the
Your
tokens.
quote-unquote fake magistrate is making you go on a fucking treasure scavenger hunt. Your fake magistrate is making you do busy work. And like a good little boy, you're going to do it.
I'm just staring at how pretty Sanwa is.
Again, the character design in this is pretty fucking good.
Yeah. In 3 days' time.
Now, I've not seen any Lottie characters in this either, so that's always a plus.
I literally just woke up like a half hour ago with no memories. What the fuck am I supposed to do with tokens? Is this fucking Chuck E. Cheese?
They might explain a few things.
If it wasn't her intention to confuse me, why'd she give me some tokens with no explanation?
Because I like to see you.
It is. I know. I don't normally like the self-insert bland protagonist, but I mean, he does pretty much reflect how I feel through this. Where I'm just blank-faced, confused.
Yeah. And I know the Guy Fieri flames also help.
Yeah, they do. They help a lot. Look, we all went through the Guy Fieri phase of having a shirt or jacket with fire on it. We all did at some point. Maybe not Zoomers, but if you lived in the 90s, eventually... You didn't even buy it. Someone gave you a shirt with fire on it. At least in America.
I mean, that's how you know you're cool.
Yeah. That's how you're cool. Look, you go to Hot Topic, you get your fire shirt. It is what it is. I got it. Damn it. I have to admit I'm the guest.
Yes, you are.
Shut up.
This is the main reason I'm not here to guide, I'm here to berate.
I deserve it.
We all do.
See, I'm truly exceptional. I'm being acknowledged as the most important person here.
You're truly exceptional. You have no backbone. You'll do whatever we tell you to.
Well, I mean, she's really pretty.
Oh, I can now finally say a word that you actually can't say on Twitch. Simp. That word will actually get you in trouble in
Wait,
Twitch.
really?
Yeah, because they want to protect all their boob tubers. So if you start using words like simp to degrade, quote unquote, degrade their fans, that could impact business. So now simp is one of those words you're not supposed to say. I know, it's fucking pathetic.
That's the dumbest thing I've heard all day, and I started my shift at work today by calling facilities, tell them someone shit all over the commode.
It happened again.
Unironic.
Not me, guys.
No, it did happen again. It's a regular occurrence. Someone keeps shitting on the commode in the meds room. And we've narrowed down the list of suspects to one of the people who work in the front of the data center who were there before they brought everyone back from work from home. And in that list is the big guy in charge. So the running theory between me and my partner on the shifts is that the guy in charge is doing it to a certain dominance after everyone came back. And I'm not exaggerating when I say someone shit all over the commode. What does my frequency look like? What's your frequency, babe? Can I take off the stupid earrings? I'm not an earrings guy. Actually, her earrings look painful as shit. They're not just in the lobe. They're going through the cartilage.
I don't know if that was intentional or if it's just poor clipping.
Don't you mean in your eye? The one glowy eye?
I suspect like it dominates her vision in both eyes.
It's so weird that everyone just has a bong attached to the small of their back.
I probably shouldn't tell you this now that I think about it. Someone's made a Girls Frontline version of the Only War.
I feel like I've.
So there you go.
I feel like I heard of that at some point.
So if you want to ever play
yeah, give me your phone number. Give me your instant messenger account so I can harass you. I'm gonna spam memes at 4 a.m. at you. Because we're friends now.
Yeah, I think that's why you called a drongo, you fucking cyberstalk.
See, she'll be waiting for me. She said she'll be on standby for me. Because she knows that I'm the real magistrate.
Real magistrate isn't sent on a scavenger hunt.
Someone has to do it.
Delegates, my dear boy.
Hey, it's not an easy job being magistrate of Flavortown. See, I'm the magistrate, so I get unlimited access to all regions of the province. And she's sending my info to everyone else to let them know I'm the magistrate. Also, yay, no more annoying paperwork. My first act as magistrate of Flavortown is abolishing paperwork.
I mean, with that in mind, I'll actually vote for you then.
Yeah, see? I tricked you into acknowledging me as the magistrate. See, if you gaslight your GM long enough, he'll cave.
Give me a moment. I need to go shower and bleach.
Fair enough. Understandable. Have a good day. See, royal suite, here I come, because I'm the magistrate.
Honestly,
I have friends waiting outside. Please save me.
A gacha game with actual character creator, like even if it's just for the main one, that would have been amazing. I would cave to character creators. I bought a golf game on the PS2 simply because it.
She gave me a rotten piece of fruit, a leaf, a decipher wheel from a cereal box, and A candy. I thought she was going to give me tokens. She gave me the shit in a grocery bag.
You actually correct about the sugar pearl. It actually is a candy.
And rotten fruit. No, I changed my mind. Nothing in particular. I've had enough talking. I would like to play the game, please. It's been 3 hours.
No.
I want to play the game.
There's still more talking to do.
Can I run around the girls and just go play the game? Can I roach out?
Can Powerlines make it through this first meeting back out into the wilderness?
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna roach out on him. I'm going to the cigarette store. Hold on.
Yeah. As I was saying earlier, I went into this game knowing bugger all with the name plus the
freedom.
One character looking.
I'm out.
One character looking like a ship captain. I was like, oh cool. Is this gonna be like as you?
Is there fall damage?
Less fucking lolly. I think there is.
Nope. No fall damage for the magistrate. No, I can't see it. My camera's blocking it, so it doesn't exist.
But yeah, so I was a little.
My knees didn't explode, so clearly there's no fall damage.
I was disappointed when I fed it. This has nothing to do with ship combat. Someone did some fan art of what would a 40k version of what's that anime that Azure Lane effectively copied? The one with all the boat girls.
Kantai collection.
Kantai, yeah. So someone did some artwork of what a 40k version of one of those girls would be like, and it's like I would be more into it if it was like that big titty goth anime girls.
There was an artist, I forget his name, but like
this is also cheating.
3 or 4 years ago, someone made boat girl versions of Star Wars characters or ships. I mean,
I think I remember that, and yeah, they look quite cool too.
Yeah. What were you saying about cheating?
Like, as you skipping the story and just running straight outside.
Well, yeah, fuck that. I want to play the game.
I'm just saying it's cheating because that's not the real challenge of this stream.
Well, it is now. I'm
it's
escaping Flavor Town. They have. That looks pretty cool. Yeah. Although I question having 2 turrets instead of 1 bigger turret. Oh.
From what I gather,
they're fighting.
This is all part.
They have a flamethrower? I want a flamethrower.
But you're the hero of the story, so you have to use the sword and nothing else.
Do you always have to play as yourself, or can you replace your character slot with other characters?
You know what?
Actually, I'm a little surprised. I just thought of it. Where's the gacha? How do I roll for characters? Because it hasn't told me to do that yet. I'm a little surprised. Synthesis?
Where is the story? It might be, see the tab going to the right?
Guess? Quests. Or do I just have to go through the story until it unlocks?
I think you might, actually.
Wow, that's like the first gacha in history that doesn't hit you with a store straight up. Well, it turns out never spending money in this game will be easy if I just never continue the story.
Alright, I'm going to do something for your channels. I'm going to see if I can find that picture.
I like how they have roads and infrastructure, but they make everyone walk around with backpacks like cavemen. Like, they have these huge automated trucks, but no, everyone's walking.
Well, I suspect a fair bit of the technology is not working because it's from a previous...
Because I haven't been here. Because they didn't have their magistrate with them.
I might have to go through my actual files because searching for that art's not coming up with anything.
I hate that I like this character now because she has guns.
That's the other thing as well. It's like, why can't I use guns?
Yeah.
No, you are the hero. You have to use swords like a boring tit.
I mean, it's a cool sword, but once you've clicked for half a minute, you've seen all the animations. What's this?
Yeah, pretty much.
Title heritage. Where are these gems I keep picking up?
You know what might be a good idea for for a campaign we could run. Probably even get some of the others like Atya and all that. We need to get into EDF.
Earth Defense Force?
Yeah.
Depends on which one, because those games tend to be not go on sale that often.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd be very happy with 4.1. I still think that's probably my favorite.
I forget which I don't have the latest one. I forget which ones I have before that.
No.
Oh, Grand Vagina. I'm gonna activate it.
From everything I've seen, you can happily skip 6.
Oh, level 19. Am I way under level? No, those guys are only level 10. I can take them.
I've got over a gig of fucking 40k images in my folder, so this might take a while.
I gave up last year at some point and just gave up my huge unreasonable archive of images I never look at. Because I had to break the addiction of saving JPEGs that I'll never look at again.
It's a shame, because... found it. Alright, so... I can't just post this straight into your chat, so I'll have to do an image search.
Oh. He's red. That means he's powerful. I want to kill him. Oh, he's real powerful. This won't end well. He's one-hit kill powerful.
I now have a link to post. It's like if Azure Lane was more like this, I would have played it more. But I tried a bit. I was like 5 out of every 6 characters was a Lolita. It's like, nah, I'm good.
Resonator level.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I have to level up manually.
Yep. Yeah. You level them up with both your weapons and your characters.
Well, I level up myself first because I'm most important.
Yeah, that's what
I did. Oh, Ascension. So Honkai has the same Ascension mechanic. I'll begrudgingly level them up, I guess. Oh, never mind. I only have a few things. No, never mind. I'm broke. So in theory, I have fast travel now, right?
I believe so.
All right. I guess I'll come back from the gas station with my cigarettes. I guess.
Begrudgingly.
Begrudgingly.
You ran out of gas money.
Yeah, I forgot that I didn't have any money. It's a little embarrassing.
You gaslight often enough, you're gonna run out. Is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I got to switch over to an electric stove, huh?
Or even maybe try wood.
I got a survey at some point last year about how eco-friendly I was, and one of them was like, "Are you using wood-burning stoves to be more eco-friendly?" I'm like, "What the fuck? Are you stupid?" Like, how the fuck is a wood-burning stove more eco-friendly than the electric? It makes no sense.
The only way I could see it is if they take into account the drain, like the mess made by power stations. But even then, it's like...
Well, the thing is that all the power made by the power stations is already going to be made, so you're just wasting it if you're not using it. And it's already...
That's true.
It's already had its impact, so even if you're making a bigger impact by using wood-burning stove on top of the energy already being made at the station.
Well, also too, it all depends on how is the wood being harvested. Is it being done efficiently?
Chopping down my bastard neighbor's tree that keeps dropping limbs on me every hurricane season.
I mean, that sounds like a good idea. They'll keep you going for at least.
It's one of those stupid fucking trees that's really tall and bends over the property line, so all the leaves also fall into my yard.
I mean,
it took me so long because I had to sit in the timeout chair. I had to simmer down.
And not because you fled the city for a while.
Yeah, I also died. That was the thing.
Sadly, it didn't stick. I mean, what?
Why the long face, horse face? What if instead of telling me all this shit, what if they just showed it in gameplay?
That would be fun.
Like all this walls of text could have been like a minute.
Yeah. It's like.
Oh yeah, before that, we should get food. Yeah, we should totally get food.
It's like I was saying earlier, it's the opposite problem that Warframe has. This is too eager to.
She wants to go to Chili's.
This game is too eager to explain every single bloody thing, while with Warframe it's like, explain? No, motherfucker, figure it yourself.
I mean, Honkai has its moments of over-explanation, but it at least knows what a pace is. So far, at least. I heard it forgets later, but...
Yeah. No, as much as I really love Warframe, it's the game I've had the most hours in of anything on Steam.
I arrived to my first day as work as a magistrate, and now I'm calling for a 3-day vacation.
Yeah. At least just the time to get the fuck away from people who talk.
Yeah.
But yeah, as much as I enjoy Warframe, the first part of the game is absolute bullshit. Once you get past a certain hump, it becomes great, but you have to get past the hump first.
Thank you for reminding me that I shouldn't play Warframe. I appreciate it.
Well, thankfully for you, the community is actually really fucking good. I think largely because of that. It's the best community I've ever seen in any
You know
game.
what, Cap? It sounds like you have a really good thing over there. I wouldn't want to ruin your community by being my toxic self, you know? I think you're good without me. I don't think you need me there.
I mean...
You know, I just show up in the Warframe community. You know, I'd be the magistrate because, you know, they said I'm the magistrate. I don't think you need that. You already have me as the magistrate in Ruwa.
Never mind, I don't think there's a single part of that game which has the rank of magistrate.
Well, they're missing out. Does that at least have flavor tone?
Actually, I don't think there's any way you can buy food.
Does it ring a bell? Let's go ask around. Anything to end the cutscene. They're literally saying nothing.
Because at one point they show that people of this society, the society you come from, they eat cube
Hello,
food.
tiny girls. Would you like to see the candy I have for you?
There's someone out there. They try to make cubed spaghetti and meatballs. From what I heard, it didn't go fantastically.
Spaghetti and meat cubes?
Yeah, pretty much. Like as in the whole lot is just a cube, a solid cube that you can eat.
I don't know. I'm not against that. Like a cube of beef. I'd try it.
No, it's a cube of beef and spaghetti.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
I'd still eat it, but apparently prepping it is kind of what kills it.
Grapple. What? Oh, I got a faster travel.
Yeah. Which
it's no Spooderman, but it's something. Man, now I can escape the city even faster.
Because of the distances, even that becomes a bit tedious after a while, if I'm honest.
Ma Xiaofang. Am I gonna get another cutscene here?
Are you just the one?
Just the one?
Are you mad? You're hopeful. You're hopeful if you think it's just the one.
I tried to escape the city, but they pulled me back in.
Unreal Engine crashes don't seem so bad.
He's got a bit of a rash. He should do something about that. Hey, I just got here.
With your shit.
I think it's him putting up with all the cutscenes. We're here for Baizi.
That's what's caused the growth.
Hey Rios, what's good?
Me.
Yeah, Cap's good. I want to like this game. I'd rather talk to Cap than all these cutscenes right now, I'll be honest.
Oh, that's pretty tragic.
Yeah, it is tragic. Grant has a good point. Here's a grappling hook to make up for how oversized the world is. That's kind of real.
And even then, it's like, I feel like as if they made the grappling hook go over double the distance, it would have made it less tedious as well. But if you want to go anywhere, you have to hit it like 8 fucking times at least. And it's like, after all, it's like, I get it.
Sounds as clear as mud.
It kind of...
it is funny to me how, just like Honkai Star Rail, that they get lazy and give up too, and they go to black screen with white text. Because they run out of ideas of what to do, because they drag the cutscenes out for too long. Captain is my Australian friend on my shoulder. Look at him go. The other thing on the shoulder is my mini-me.
Yeah, I've long since gave up trying to be his conscience. There's nothing to appeal to.
Yeah, I just have a smaller Drongo on my shoulder.
You've only just learnt the word and already you're appropriating it.
Oh yeah,
bastard.
It's mine. You wouldn't have said it if you didn't want me to take it.
To be fair,
I try my best. Yeah, I'm trying Wuwa because I wanted to get some perspective. Because I've been playing Honkai and I've been liking Honkai, but I heard Wuwa was even better, so I wanted to try Wuwa, Wuthering Waves, to see if maybe Honkai is not as good as I've been thinking it is. Kind of liking Honkai better.
Yeah, Powerlines is coming from Honkai, I'm coming from Warframe, and we're both left with, where we came from is better. It's not bad, it's not terrible, and I'm sure...
This isn't bad, it's just not what I expected. I expected a game, not 2 hours of cutscenes starting out. Like, again, my favorite cutscene so far was the intro cinematic because it didn't have any words. And I learned more from that intro cinematic than I have in the past 2 hours of dialogue.
It's making me think of Astral Chain on the Switch, which is a Platinum Games made game. The game itself is great, but I'm like six whole fucking missions.
Oh, I can grapple in combat.
Yep.
Neat.
Which is kind of handy. Like I said, like with Astral Chain.
Oh god, I can turn into a furry. Here. This game is cringe.
What do you mean turn into? We all know what you are at heart.
You shut the fuck up. You take that back. You may fuck around with furries, but nah. Not in this Christian server.
It's called hentai and it's art. What was the last game I played where I was effectively playing anything remotely like a furry?
Probably City Heroes.
I never played a furry in City Heroes. You take that back.
No. I'll take it back when you take it back. You started it.
Never. V-Rising, you turn into animals, but that's still not the same as being a furry. That's just being a vampire. Raven's Watch? I didn't play Scarlet, so that doesn't count.
Did you do the furry quest in Skyrim?
Oh, Jesus Christ. But when was the last time I played
the Warriors Guild?
Yeah. Oh, that was like, probably about 2012, 2013 was the last time I did that.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I played Skyrim.
Yeah. I mean, golf with your friends, I'm basically playing as Ballkin.
This game isn't bad enough to make me want to play golf with your friends instead, so it has that going for it.
No. It's better than Panicore, but that's a low. Wild Bastards, maybe, because one of the characters that you play is Wild Bastards is a roguelike where you're playing as space bandits. One of them is an alien that's basically a snake man. So yeah, that's probably the last game I played any sort of furry. Or scaly in this case. Wild Bastards is fun though. You'll be glad to hear it is indeed Australian with a name like that.
The moon. Oh, I just noticed. That's a big ass moon. Is that the moon or a planet? I mean, it looks like it has an atmosphere.
I don't fucking know.
Oh, they have a cape. I still want a cape.
Remember to tune in next stream. Powerlines is going to try out Nikke.
I mean, I'd probably like Nikke more than this. I'm not gonna lie, because I know Nikke has more action going on.
It is. It's a much simpler game.
Yeah.
There's more to it, and
I'm sure I would enjoy Nikke for like a week, and then I get bored of it. The same reason I got bored of Azur Lane.
Yeah. The story is much more engaging in Nikke than is in this.
Look,
like you think, oh, it's just.
Gran is
a
spitting
TNA
truths
game,
right now. He says Zenless Zone Zero is proof China discovered furries. It is tragic that ZZZ is a furry game, because that looks fun, but that's a furry game. I'm not gonna fuck with that. And I'll be honest, I mostly say Zenless Zone Zero is a furry game just to fuck with my friends who play it.
I mean, why else do you say it?
Yeah, right. A giant taco Discord with a scythe. Sounds right.
Have you ever played the Citadel?
Was that the boomer shooter that came out like 2 or 3 years ago? That had like gore and stuff?
Yeah, anime girls and some severe gore.
I remember actually liking it because the gameplay was actually pretty solid in that, surprisingly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. The gameplay is actually really good, but like especially
you gotta gloss over some of the visuals, but yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
I think it actually got a sequel.
Yeah, it did, which I'll be playing. But especially in the sequel, it's like after a while, it's like this is a turn on for the developer, isn't it? All this gore.
I remember that the dev made a post somewhere at some point denying it too over the first game.
Yeah, it's like with the first game, I could kind of say.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Now I got the gotcha.
With the sequel, I'm like, no. With the sequel, it's like.
All right, who am I getting from the Surf Zone? Oh, it's her. She's okay. I like her better than the other two.
Oh, was that the monk or?
It was the third starter character.
That one, yeah.
Yeah. That was just
you always get her.
Yeah, I assumed that was you always get her with that one.
Huh.
Oh, okay, so I can switch them out. Can I switch out myself? Ah, you can. Okay, that's interesting.
So you could be like a commander and just, or magistrate, in your case.
I am the magistrate. Ask Mortifi.
Would you call Bayonetta a furry game because you can turn into a panther in that?
Is it a humanoid panther?
No, panther. Like an actual animal. I suppose, yeah, we count that as furry.
Sus, but not very furry.
Yeah, it's got to be at least somewhat anthropomorphic.
Yeah.
Oh,
as long as you don't start talking about it being your spirit animal.
Yeah. I mean, there's Vermintide too,
but you know, it's always a little sus when white girls are around dogs, so it's sus. maybe that's why they went with panther with Bayonetta instead of a wolf.
Yeah. I mean, Vermintide 2, you're fighting the fairies, so there's that.
The ratlings? Or the beast,
yep, and,
the beastmen.
Beastmen are added too, so you got them as well. The Skaven.
I kind of normally I would like it for an excuse to kill the beastmen, but I actually kind of dislike the beastmen in Warhammer Fantasy just because they're so fucking annoying in Total Warhammer. It's dealing with like an insurgency that never goes away, and they're so annoying.
Oh yeah, they'd be unruly as fuck. I've got that. Does not shock me at all. Is there anything else recently that I've played?
I will say, Cap, I think you would enjoy the Honkai story a lot more just because it actually has stuff happening rather than everyone standing around, at least in the early game.
No, I mean, I'll believe you on that.
Yeah. No, you weren't keeping me waiting, man. I've always just been standing here waiting for the cutscene to end. I'm kind of souring on Wuwa so far.
Yeah.
This is a rough start for a gacha game. I'll be real. This is rough.
There's a reason why I've played more Warframe this week than I have Ruba.
Oh, guys, this is the crafting section. The thing I'll never do. What is this? Loot? Don't mind me just filing through your shelves.
God, it really has been a while since the last time I played anything with the main character you could call furry.
Maybe if I alternate spacebar and mouse button, I can skip faster.
There you go, Pseudo Regalia. Back in
February. Oh, wait! There's been a skip button the entire fucking time. It would help if I opened my eyes. I'm stupid.
You deserve it.
Yeah, I deserve it. I'm fucking stupid.
You think it's the magistrate.
Skip! Don't show again, skip! Oh my god, I unlocked the good part of the game. That is something Honkai needs, a skip button, because sometimes on the side quest, they get mouthy as fuck.
Yeah. I find the story in Nikkei, it ranges from being banal bullshit that I don't care about to actually being gripping and kind of like body horror. Like, what the fuck is this?
Well, that's how it is in Honkai 2, where like I mostly just stream the main story quests because those are always pretty good so far, and then I do all the side quests off stream and stuff because they're just so much whatever. Yeah. But especially with like the books that you can pick up for reading, I tried to read those my very first stream, and then I very quickly gave up after, like, God, there'd be like 1 out of 10 books you could pick up would have something worthwhile reading, and the other 9 out of 10 would be like the intern's diary about how his irritable bowel syndrome flared up out of eating a burger in the cafeteria that day, and he shit his pants. And that's the level of banality that the books you pick up in Honkai Star Rail are.
Well, with Nikkei, it's like you have one major event which goes into, like, what goes into creating Nikkeis and the body horror bullshit and like like how they treat their citizens in this arc and all that. It's like, oh, that's fucking horrifying.
Yeah.
And the next one will be some goofy kawaii bullshit.
You know, Grant points out that it's not only a skip; it's a skip with a summary. But I ain't even reading the summary. I'm over this shit, man. I just want to play the fucking game.
If so checked out, you've become a Serb.
What am I doing?
I took a moment to get time.
Why am I setting the time?
Because you have to wait to a specific time to get this cutscene.
Oh, fuck this. Do you want me to show you Honkai?
Yeah.
Look, when it tells me to set a time to activate the next cutscene, I'm like, no, fuck this. I'll try this later. I'm gonna show you Honkai.
Actually, I'm gonna turn myself in a bit here. You know how I mentioned how Pseudo Regalia was the last game I played where you're playing an actual furry. I can make it worse. It's a furry with a fat ass.
I mean, that's on brand for you.
I have a type.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's actually been a really good platformer.
What was the name of it?
Pseudo Regalia.
I have heard of that because it has an interesting soundtrack, and I've listened to a couple of the songs. And I remember looking at the thumbnails for the songs. I'm like, is that a furry?
I first heard about it from another YouTuber, Iron Pineapple. He does a series about roguelites. Sorry, not roguelites.
Discord. I am streaming Honkai. There you go.
Nice. Right, booting that one up.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's open up straight away. So when they say Star Rail, they mean literally a fucking like train.
No, when I say space fantasy, I mean space fantasy because your spaceship is a literal train in space. There's no sci-fi here.
I mean, that's basically sunless skies at that rate.
I mean, I'm into it.
Like, yeah,
I'm into it.
It's full of Cthulhu shit.
Yeah, it took me a good week or two to like fully acclimate to the fantasy, because when I see space, I just like I'm hardwired to think science fiction, but I've acclimated to it. Let me find. I'll run a side quest or something to show you the game a little.
So is that your character, or is it?
This is my financially bound wife Acheron, who I spent a few hundred on because I'm an idiot. Look. So there was the banner on the first week of game I was playing, and I was trying to roll for the meta character Castries at the time, but I couldn't get her. So on a whim, I rolled for Acheron, who was another banner up at the time, and I got her on the first time. But then all my friends said that she's pretty worthless without her light cone, which is like their weapons in this game. Mm-hmm. And then the light cone is like you have to pull them on banners too, which have the same low probability of getting them. And I was like, I had two options. I could either drop money to get the light cone with enough tries, or I could quit Honkai. And clearly I chose darkness because I'm still here.
Yeah. I mean, considering how much money I've spent in Warframe, and I'm planning on doing more when...
this is the main character. He should look pretty familiar to you from Wuthering Waves. Yeah, and you get the male and female option.
No, I'm sure I've seen... Yeah, I'm sure I've seen that before, so yeah.
Yeah. I'm positive you've seen this character around just from all the fan art of the game.
Yeah, visually more interesting than Wuwa.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't have...
There's not many desaturated colors like in Wuwa. It's all pretty vibrant, even if it's like monotone almost.
Yeah.
Let me... Oh, I know what I can do to show you the game. I will go to the simulated universe, which is like a roguelite mode that's in the game, which is really fun.
Man, I've got nothing against that.
Yeah.
Man, I'm a huge roguelite fan, so... I was getting...
I think it's like the end game or something they added on. Ooh, I got rolled on.
That is one downside with Nico, that it doesn't have like a proper roguelite.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if this is like the proper end game, but it feels like the end game to me. But I'm still new, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
Like, it's the main way to grind, I take it.
Yeah. But, launch, please.
I think he misclicked the first time. He didn't quite hit confirm.
I do that.
There's something else which does that as well. If I don't click exactly on it, it's like, oh, okay, then. It's like, no, I'm just being uncoordinated.
Let's see. Increase
speed. There's a strange term for you, which I've not heard in many decades, honestly, but from the 90s. Unco.
Unco? I don't think I've ever heard that.
Short for uncoordinated. So basically, if someone's a clumsy shit, you call them unco.
Yeah, I've never heard that.
But like I said...
I mean, it makes sense, but...
Like I said, I've not heard that since I was at school. So that was a long time ago.
Yeah, so this is the combat. It's turn-based. So we got the tornado up here from top to bottom.
Oh. This was back in the 90s as well, so it's... Hey, I don't mind a bit of turn-based.
Oh, you wanted to see the Devil May Cry in this game? Because Acheron is the Devil May Cry character.
Okay. Seeing her pose like that, it's like, okay, tell me more.
Yep. I was about to show you her ultimate, which is the real Devil May Cry mode, but it didn't quite work out. I killed him too fast. Let's see here.
Apparently I'll covet your waifu. I don't know how to feel about that.
I mean, Acheron is really cool. She finally showed up in the story arc where I'm at, so I'm happy. Increase incoming heals. In this roguelite mode, after every battle you win, you gotta select a random buff to take. Acheron is also nice because she has kind of a cheat button. Every character has like a... When you hit the E button, they use a special overword ability. Hers is to just delete a mob. A trash mob, so you don't have to bother fighting them.
Yeah, that makes it easy.
Yep.
So basically, it's an auto battler.
There is an auto battle button in this if you want to. And for a lot of the game, you can get away with that, but it depends on if you've been building your characters correctly, which can be hard to do.
I suppose $1 million question. This is like the big difference between Girls Frontline and Nikkei.
Mm-hmm.
If you get damaged, or even if you wipe out, what's the penalty?
I don't think there is a penalty. It usually just gives me an option to like try again or quit, and then it'll just like respawn me somewhere.
That's good then. Because
I don't think Well, there is the. I'll show you after this. There is a mode where you have to spend your daily energy to do stuff, and if you die in that, I imagine it won't refund the energy.
Yeah.
But that's yet to happen to me.
Because that's the big problem with Girls Frontline is even just taking damage, which with that battle system, your character's always gonna take damage. It's like even just a little bit of damage, like, oh great, so I'm gonna have to repair them for half fucking hour of real time.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I remember when I got to Nikkei, it's like, please don't be like that. And I was a bit strange, a bit surprised when it turned out that from combat to combat in the campaign, you get your health back. Like, okay, so it's like maybe the CBT comes in when you wipe. So the first time I wiped, it's like, oh no, god, here we go. Nope.
I also like this character Pila because she has ion cannons from Command & Conquer. Just straight up ion cannons. Not the most powerful, but I like her.
Hey, that was the ion cannon. The ion cannon was not the most powerful.
Oh yeah.
It was cool. It was accurate, but...
Alright, here we go. Here's the Devil May Cry character for you.
Oh yeah, that's fucking Virgil.
Oh yeah. There's another character that has big Devil May Cry energy from the first story arc, which is Seal. I'll show you her later. She hasn't scaled up as well, so I've been using her much. Oh. I wasn't paying attention. She got deleted. I wasn't paying attention, and now I realize I might be under level for this.
I'll get to see what happens when you do get wiped.
Yeah, in this one, you just get an option to either retry or quit out of the run.
Yeah, which is fair enough. Like as long as it's not like Girls Frontline, where every bit of damage means real-time waiting time.
Yeah. This game is... Honkai has a problem of being very susceptible to power creep, and newer content is very reliant on having newer characters to not suffer through it.
Okay, well...
The first story arcs that I've played so far, it's not that bad, but I've seen some gameplay of other stuff going on, and it looks rough later on.
Nikkei's not quite got the same problem, but a similar enough one, where it's not necessarily the new content is better, but the balance is fucking whacked.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many characters who it's like, oh, this shit looks fucking amazing, but plays like trash.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, the game that the one that the game really wanted me to get leveled up the most, Helm, the captain coded one, the one that's coded very similar to me. She's actually quite good, so I was like, oh, thank God.
The first couple story arcs aren't that bad on difficulty if you're just using like the crappy characters you have. But in this third story arc that I got into, the Space Australia, it's starting to get a little rough. Also, I just realized I forgot to revive my down character.
Oh, whoops.
Whoops.
I mean, that's kind of the main point when it comes to gacha games is how long does it take to get to that paywall?
Mm-hmm. The paywall is very ever present in Honkai. I will say that. It is. I don't want to say the word generous because Honkai is extremely ungenerous categorically, but it does coming in now because you have like 2 or 3 years and 3 or 4 story arcs of content to go through. There's a lot of the microtransaction currency to pick up for free, so that's something. Like I'm sitting on around 15 tin poles right now, and I'm just saving them up right now. But I know they're gonna dry up real fast once I get to the current content.
Well, as long as it gets you to a point where you can comfortably keep going.
Well, like I said, that seems to depend on if they're gonna power creep the new content, like they have been. But I mean, coming in, the older content's not that bad to go through.
Mm-hmm.
Although I did notice a difficulty spike as I got to the story arc I'm on now last night.
Remember to revive your girl?
I have to wait until the next respite zone to do that, because you have to do it at a revive station on this mode.
Fair enough.
I appreciate the lookout. Ooh, I can go back here and get this.
I mean, like a true magistrate, I look after my people.
Sometimes, when you're feeling generous. Sometimes.
Yeah. Man, the cat-like tendencies to just say fuck this thing in particular don't strike.
Instead of being a union slave like in Wuwa, in Honkai Star Rail everything is oppressed by the IPC, which is a giant mega corporation that's taken over the universe.
Well, with Nikkei, it's similar story to what we saw in Stellar Blade. It's a weird alien techno species called the Raptors have come to Earth and fucked everything up. So humanity is now living out of an underground city called the Eye.
Stellar Blade looked really good, but I never tried it.
No, well, I'm waiting for the PC version.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
well, from what I've seen, from what I've seen, it's a good game, not amazing, but yeah, it's good enough. It's like, you know what? If it's good enough, I'm down. But yeah. So you're in this. You're playing as a commander, someone who commands these Nikkeis, these android girls. And yeah, as it goes on, like you find that everything's a bit fucky. The central government's fucky. The what's happening to the Raptors is very fucky. The Pilgrims, Eden, all these other things, these other factions just keep turning up. It's like you're fucky, you're fucky. I've just gone through an arc about Nikkei terrorists.
That's kind of reminding me of the Girls Frontline story.
There's a little bit of that, but I do.
And I got checked out of the Girls Frontline story very early on. One, because I hate reading on my phone, but also because it felt like it was trying too hard to be too grimdark almost. And I know that's kind of a hot take because there's so many people that can't stop hogging out about the Girls Frontline story, but I'm just not there for it.
I kind of get it.
I was there for the hot girls that were also guns, so I could fuck guns.
Yeah. Well, the best way to do grimdark, I mean, this is how 40k does it. Is you can't have it be grimdark all the time.
Oh yeah.
You gotta have your fun. You gotta have your goofy bits.
Mm-hmm.
And I do feel like Nikkei hits that mark.
Yeah.
The story does get quite fucky, but there's some fun bits too, and fun bits which aren't stupid, like that chocolate arc, for example.
I'm about to wipe.
I'll put it.
It's not going great for me.
I'll put it this way: one of my best characters is a pole dancer in a bunny suit who uses a shotgun. She's fucking amazing.
That made me raise my brows until I remembered you're talking about Nikkei.
It knows what it is.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
until I remembered that was the game that's all about having the point of view camera all up the characters' asses while they're shooting guns.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, when they're not shooting, they're posed in such a way that you get to see quite a bit.
Yep.
But it's like when it comes to that sort of thing, it's always best if it knows what it is. It's not trying to put on airs.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the difference between Yoko Taro with Nier Automata and fucking Kojima with Metal Gear 5. Kojima was that quiet character. He's like, when you learn her backstory, you'll find it. It's so deep and amazing. You find out why she dresses like she does. It's gonna make you cry. And Then you play it, you find out all it is she breathes through a fucking skin, like a plant.
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking it.
That's it.
Meanwhile,
and it's just an elaborate excuse for them to have her doing yoga in the helicopter ride.
Yep. Meanwhile, Yoko Taro, with this game full of hot goth chicks, New Automata, his response to other people saying, "Oh, why do you do this?" Like, I'm just like girls.
The other funny thing about the Nier series is that he goes out of his way to do a collab with as much as possible, so Nier just shows up everywhere.
Oh yeah, it even showed up in Nikkei before my time. So
yeah, and it's in Final Fantasy too, and I think it recently showed up somewhere else. I forget.
Oh yeah. I mean, if it means more hot goth chicks, it's like I'm not saying that.
I know it's in Final Fantasy because it's kind of infamous there for you go do the Nier stuff so you can get the thigh highs that make your ass bigger.
Yep. Which is good because those characters don't usually have asses.
I tried Final Fantasy 14 for like a year on and off, and I never saw what people pog out about that game. It just wasn't for me. The combat's old, has huge latency, isn't that interactive. The story is... People glaze that story so hard, but I thought the story in Final Fantasy 14 was dog shit all the way through. Except for the first expansion, whatever they call it. Heavensward. Heavensward was like peak Final Fantasy 14 all the way through. Outside of that sucks.
I did play a bit of it because I'm surrounded by people who absolutely fucking adore it. And the sad thing is, I probably would like to play more, but because it's got a monthly subscription, and I know between work and other things I play, it's like I'm not going to get my money's worth out of it. So it's like,
yeah, the main story in Final Fantasy 14 also takes a very long time to go through.
Yeah, and it's like. With the amount, this is before streaming, just the amount of hours I work and all that, it's like I'm gonna have to play nothing but Final Fantasy to make this worth my money. It's like,
yeah, I originally started trying Final Fantasy 14 like 2 years ago, I think, because I got suckered into doing working both Christmas and New Year's weekends at work, which was 3 12-hour shifts in a row for 2 weekends in a row. So I had nothing better to do at work at the office but play Final Fantasy 14 on my laptop and lose my mind.
She is fucking Virgil.
Yeah, she's great.
Not,
she's also kind of stupid and constantly forgets where she is and gets lost. It's actually adorable. One thing I like about Honkai is that it has lolies, but I've actually found that there's a lot less lolies than there are just tiny ladies. And the tiny ladies are all really nice.
That's kind of true with Nikkei as well. Is it does have its a bit more on the lolly side, but
yeah, like it's an Asian weeb game, so it's gonna have lolies, but the tiny ladies are pretty great.
Yeah, outside of a few, it's pretty good, and more often than not, it tends to go for the thick. So it's like, yeah, I'm good. Well, something like As You Elaine, almost every character was a lolly, and it's like, no, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I love ship battles, I'm out.
I need to revive my characters.
Yeah, like Radin pointed out, Quiet special outfit gave her more clothes.
Yeah.
So it's like, so there's this explanation that she needed to wear the outfit because she breathes through her skin. It's like, that doesn't sound.
That is a good point. He brings up that base Final Fantasy 14 is free, and they keep expanding how much content is free. I forget what it's up to now, but it's like up to the 3rd or 4th expansion is free, if I remember right. Yep. There is a level cap on it, though.
Is that a recent change? Because granted, it's a couple of years since I last.
They're constantly creeping it forward.
I don't remember if there was a free-to-play mode when I tried it last, but that was a couple of years ago. So, don't know if that's a new thing or. Right,
it might also just be hidden in their dogshit website.
Oh, their website's fucking terrible.
Yeah. Apparently they renovated it, but it's still dogshit. Like last time I went to play Final Fantasy 14, I had to try and figure out how to reactivate my my subscription, and that took me like 2 days of on and off looking at it because that website is so bad.
There's one MMO I'd love to go back to, but I keep remembering the combat and being like, oh god, no. Secret World.
I adored the combat in Secret World in like the first year or two, because I really got into the build theory for it, because I unlocked everything on like the entire class wheel that they had going on.
Oh Jesus!
It was a huge time sink, but I did it, and once I did it, it was pretty badass. Like having complete access to every kit.
It does get better the more you unlock. I certainly agree with that.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember in Secret World, I was doing like those no death hard mode challenge runs for dungeons and whatever, and I think I got all the outfits for them.
I can definitely say you've been sweatier than me on that front.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago. That was like at least a decade ago.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of years ago, myself, Jez, and Tony from Dooming, we were playing through it as all its different factions. And yeah, I love the story. I love the writing. I love all of that. I just hated the combat. But
I remember I tried the relaunch they did that tried to modernize the combat, and I hated that even way more than the original.
Yeah, which is what I played it with again. Secret World Legends. So,
yeah.
And yeah, I have to check out the tabletop game to see if that's any better. Because I love the world, I love the setting, I love the story. But what was funny was going through the story points and hearing it from the different angles. Because like I was saying, we we're all playing as different ones. Don't you remember that storyline about with the website that no matter how hard the Illuminati tried to kill it, it kept coming back, and it was telling all Illuminati style secrets.
I feel like I remember that, but I can't name it.
It's not a major part of the story, but anyway.
Was that a side quest in the first town, like with the father and the church?
No, it was in America, but the first area, but it wasn't the first town. There was a couple of maps in. But the funniest bit is like Jez, she was playing as the Illuminati, and she kept getting messages from her boss about how fucking furious she was that this website just would not fucking die, and threatening Jez's character with all sorts of punishment if they don't figure out a way.
That must have been something new they added with that remake version, because I don't remember that at all.
No, possibly. I was playing the Templar. Just support your local Templars. And my guy was like, yeah, we're not too fond of this information getting out to the public either, but it's pissing off the Illuminati, so we're okay with this for now. And Doomy's Dragon was being told, yeah, we're the ones doing it. We're the ones keeping the website alive.
Is the buzzing? I feel like I remember what the buzzing was.
Yep. Well, the bees are how you get your powers.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's all coming back.
Yeah, it's got a very strong bee aesthetic all through it.
I remember when... I don't want to get into spoilers in case anyone gets into the Secret World, because it's such a good story, but I remember being kind of disappointed when I finally got the reveal of what it all is. I was like, oh, that's it.
I didn't get that far, because we powered through... America, we powered through Egypt. As much as I hate fucking sand, powered through Egypt. That storyline.
Is it coarse and it gets everywhere?
Yeah, it's the one thing I agree with when it comes down to it. That and murdering children.
I thought you were about to say that and murdering sand people. I was like, whoa. Not on YouTube.
I didn't wish to be cancelled. Murdering children is how you go though. But yeah, so once we finally got to Transylvania, which I was excited for, I was hoping. By that point, I was just so burnt out. I'm like, okay.
Transylvania is always the rough part of the Secret World because it's such a slog to get through the first zone and a half of that area, especially the first area. Because like you're going through like the burned out apartment complexes, which isn't nearly as cool as it should be.
Egypt itself was a bit of a slog. As much as I enjoyed the story, it's just like...
Especially that last zone is Egypt, because it's so cramped and hard to get around conveniently.
Yeah. The
last time I played regularly was when Japan was a new zone. And that was before the remake or anything.
No.
Hi, Jess.
What you say? No, Powerlines saying hello. Also, he now identifies as a Drongo.
Yeah, I'm Drongo.
I called him that. I called him that. I had to explain what it was, and he likes it now.
I'm okay with being Drongo, actually.
You self-identify as a Drongo.
Yeah, I'll self-report as a Drongo. It is what it is.
But yeah, I don't know what it is, but I've always hated desert locations. Which is why it annoyed me with the first 6 Star Wars movies, that 5 of them had fucking Tatooine in it.
Yeah, Star Wars just can't get away from Tatooine, even in modern Disney Star Wars. And I can't be tricked into watching Andor. I just do not give a shit about Star Wars anymore. It's been dead to me for so long.
No, I was actually saying that on my stream last night, because someone's trying to say that, oh, Star Trek Below Decks was good. It's like, yeah, but after Discovery, after
I was thinking about this
Picard.
earlier today. Star Trek isn't even sci-fi anymore.
No, they gave up on that long time.
Yeah. Like, how far back do you have to go back to when Star Trek was actual sci-fi in Star Trek?
Honestly, even the first season had a lot of almost mystical shit.
Well, they had mystical shit, but it always peppered in with, like, actual science crap.
Yeah, I suppose. Probably say maybe Voyager would have been the last one to have anything you actually call proper sci-fi.
Yeah, probably. Maybe one of the movies, but I never really got into the movies.
No. But yeah, with I had someone say, "Oh, but Lower Decks is good." It's like, yeah, but after Discovery and Picard and all that, where they clearly don't even give a shit. They can't even remember that Earth is a post-scarcity society. Because they have a whole thing about that in the core and all that. It's like, yeah, maybe Earth isn't the best place to do this message on, because yeah, Earth is supposed to be one of the most well looked after places in the fucking Federation. But anyway, this isn't fucking. What's that one about Earth going to war with Mars?
The Expanse.
The Expanse.
The Expanse was really good. I still haven't seen the last season though.
I've seen the first 2, but then Netflix took it off. It's like, oh, you motherfucker. So I need to track down the others.
Yeah, it's really worth checking out because The Expanse is such a good show.
Yeah. But yeah, Picard was trying to treat Earth like it was The Expanse and not fucking Star Trek. But anyway, so I was explaining to this chat that to me it's like with Star Wars. I've heard people say, oh, Andor's good. It's like, yeah, I'm sure it is. I don't give a shit anymore. My good faith in this franchise is long since fucking gone.
I watched The Mandalorian, and that was okay for the first season or 2, but that last season was just rough, and the saga of Bob A. Fett, that was just dog shit all the way through.
Yep.
And like after that, I was already pretty done with Star Wars, but after that I was like, okay, I have no reason to ever bother again.
I was kind of getting over Star Wars even before the Star Wars thing, just because this case, okay, I get it. This is another Anakin story.
Yeah.
Do we have to keep doing fucking Anakin stories? I was getting burnt out on that as it was. Got a little bit excited when Disney took over, because I'm like, okay, we might get a new direction.
I remember really enjoying episode 7 when it first came out, but man, that movie aged like milk.
Yeah, I did too, but it's like, I'll look back at it now, it's like...
I was just pogging the fuck out for episode 7, mostly just because that opening sequence where they bring a flamethrower and torch a village. I was like, oh, fuck yeah.
I was like seeing advanced TIE fighters, not TIE pants, of course, but like a new version of TIE fighters. Like, okay, that was cool. Like shit like that. That's what I was into. And I was kind of, I was excited for the idea of a stormtrooper becoming a Jedi. It's like that could be really interesting. Like he talk about a redemption arc, and it turns out that was not the way they wanted to go at all.
Graham mentioned Star Trek trying to be dark. The only time I've seen that work is in DS9, which is DS9 might
DS9
be
did
peak
clever.
Star Trek for me.
Yeah. DS9 did it clever.
Although I will
certainly
say,
not what they've done,
if I just sit down and I just want to like veg out and watch some Star Trek, it'll probably be TNG. But I think DS9 is peak Star Trek.
Yeah. I will admit, I never saw the original trilogy growing up, at least not much of it. So a couple of years ago, I decided to give it a watch, and I can tell you, no, not trilogy, original series, TOS. And like, it's kind of a trip because we're through cultural cues and all that. We always hear about how Kirk is like a playboy and he shags all the women and he doesn't play by the rules and all that. And I started watching the series, and nothing was further from the truth. He was a fucking hard ass for the rules. He was a proper officer.
I think that might just be a standards changing over the decades. Because I can see back in like the, what was it, 70s when the original series ran? But I could see back then him being seen as that.
Yeah. But it's
I get what you mean.
Just like, yeah. It's like he has nothing like his reputation these days. Like,
yeah.
He was like proper officer and gentleman material.
I remember I tried to watch the first of the modern Star Trek movies made by, what's his name? The director who ruined Star Trek.
J.J. Abrams.
J.J. Abrams, yeah. I tried to watch the first J.J. Abrams Star Trek, and I could not take it. I quit out of that when they met Spock, and he started talking about technobabble that was so far removed from, like, physical reality, it made no sense. It was so anti-Star Trek.
Like, it's one of those films which felt like as if it wouldn't have been a bad film if it wasn't Star Trek.
Yeah.
Like, I could have watched it, and I probably would have forgotten about it in a couple of weeks anyway, but I could have watched it and thought, that was alright, if it wasn't tied to Star Trek.
There we go, it's Ogre.
Yeah. Well, at least you don't have to spend 18 hours getting your whole party repaired. Fucking girls front line.
Yeah. Well, failing that final boss still gave me the rewards I earned. And I also hit, like, auto battle halfway through that.
Well, that's good. Because, I mean, I'm all good for a challenge.
I appreciate it, Alias. Have a good night.
Hey, catch you around.
That's actually going to be it for me, too, because it's like 4:30 a.m. now.
I was about to say, it must be getting on for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was saying, I'm all for a challenge. I'm all for getting my ass beat, but it's like when it gets a girl's frontline punishment, it's like, oh, fuck you.
Honkai is pretty.
Game anyway,
even at its hardest, it's not really punishing because, except for losing out on your daily energy when you lose that, which is hard to do, because you can just get a friend's like level 80 maxed out character and they'll just auto roll it for you. Besides that, there's never any punishments for failing. Yeah,
but yeah, like, you know me, I'm a Devil May Cry fan. Of course, I'm into a bit of cock and ball torture, but yeah. don't want to be told now you have to wait 18 hours of real time. Fuck you.
All right, Cap, tell everyone where they can find you.
In your walls mostly.
In my walls.
So I am the. in your uterine walls mostly. I am the captain. I am the Captain VT. I stream over on that other side, Twitch, like a fucking idiot.
Well, at least you admit it.
Yeah, I mean, there's pluses and minuses to every stream, every service, but yeah, I'm starting to see some of the issues. You'll also find me on Twitter and Blue Sky as same, the Captain VT. So I tend to only use those for announcements. But yeah, you'll see me there. Currently, we're going through Blasphemous, Shadow Warrior 2, and Caves of Lore, which is a very niche indie game, indie party-based RPG.
Yep,
a good one too, actually.
And that's gonna be it for tonight, everyone. No stream tomorrow because I'll be busy, but Sunday, if I can get it working, we're gonna do Expedition 33. If I can get it working. If not, then I'm just gonna refund that bitch because it's Unreal Engine 5. Anyways, I hope everyone has a good, fantastic weekend. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this. Go check out Captain on Twitch and Twitter. I'll see you all later. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Toodles.